Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Playday of Talent League. First of all, I'm
Woo!
joined with Squishy. Say hi, Squishy.
Hello, it's good to be back after
Long break,
uh, a long
Christmas,
break. Yeah,
New
first cast back
Year's.
in
Mm-hmm,
2022. First cast.
mm-hmm.
Let's go. Hopefully, it'll
True,
be a good
true.
one.
Back at the grind. Yeah,
Baker boys.
it has been a while, so we are both feeling a bit rusty. We were literally just talking about this a few seconds before how we've not casted, and then we're going over what you're gonna say and how you say it because we want to make sure that we give you the best possible product that we can offer. But before we continue, we just want to announce because it has been announced on Twitter already, but we should just say it one more time about the Titan Series EU, the tournament that our 600 League is hosting. It is for the best of the best. Qualifiers are opening on the 16th of January, so that is next Sunday. A lot of people have been asking on Twitter because there's been a bit of confusion about the date, but yeah, the qualifiers are on 16th of Jan. If you want more info, just DM any of the staff here, and they will just help you along. So yeah, let's just talk about the match for today then, Squishy. We have Ignite Esports and
Yep,
Baker Boys. Two I would say pretty inconsistent teams in
definitely.
this tournament, or not in this tournament,
Mm.
in this
In
in this
general.
series. Yeah, we have not
Yeah.
seen the best. I think Baker Boys have their own inconsistency and not having a proper lineup, always having to deal with a sub or another. And Ignite Esports as well, only winning one. It was a pretty impressive one win they had. It was against Brew Sports, which was a very important game,
Mm.
impressive game that I remember casting as well. I'm not sure if you were there,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a pretty impressive game. And in general, I'm just looking forward to seeing how these two teams have adapted. They had a long break in the Christmas and New Year, like we said, like of 3 weeks. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these two teams, they've brought it back hopefully, and maybe we're gonna see the next few play days they really show what they're capable of. Squishy. What do you think is gonna happen, Squishy?
I mean, I say this at the start, and I know it always sounds repetitive. I always want to see like some close end game going
Mm-hmm.
back and forwards, and something like the G2 Empire game. Like I want that kind of feel. Like remember that coastline game, which was like 23
Yep.
rounds. I want to feel like that. I always want tension between. I don't want like a
True.
clean sweep. Because I remember Ignite Esports, I forgot the team which they're playing against, but it was a clean sweep on coastline. And I want a
Mm-hmm.
match where we can see both teams' full potential, and it's not just quick
True.
gunfights. Obviously, you want quick gunfights because you want to hit your heads. Squishy tip number 6. But
Not a quick
I
7-0.
wanted to.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
Yeah, we get the point. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be a 1-1. We are heading to Chalet in Oregon.
True. True.
Oregon, more like
Then Chalet.
Oregon. Oregon.
Oh, that's a new
Chalet.
one. Ooh.
Chalet, we've seen many times. We're
They're
gonna see the
honestly two of the
same
most common.
base
I'm
strat.
honestly, Squishy, I'm gonna be excited to see like the end of the season. We're gonna have like that stat sheet that shows all the maps that are played
Yeah.
because of the new like random map ban system. And this we've implemented this season where like we'll have a few maps that are randomly banned that are just that's just like randomly banned, right? So
Mm.
we're gonna be able to see like the difference between last season and this season and see which maps are actually once you ban a certain map, which maps are taken more in favor, which are less in favor. It's gonna be for a stat
Mm.
nerd like me, I just like seeing stuff like that. I'm not sure if you're
Yeah.
gonna you're gonna like be like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
can't believe Oregon went up by pick rate by 2% in the last 3 weeks. But no, in
I
general,
probably
it is something fun.
that's jokes.
It is
But
jobs.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Chalet, we're probably gonna see the same base strat. There's gonna be like the same outline. There's gonna be different variations of it, but Chalet, it's gonna be the same thing over again. It's very boring for attackers, I feel, because it's the same thing which you're doing. But
Mm-hmm.
if it works out, you do what you got to do. But we
Mm-hmm.
will see that from Chalet, some kind of repetitive, either the same trophy push or the same astro push, same library, the same thing. But
Never say never. We can't
never say
say
never,
anything. Casters
obviously.
curse it.
They
And
could be
yeah.
like rushing garage, and then next time they rush through
Mm-hmm.
breach. You never know what's gonna
We
happen.
never know. It's big. So let's just quickly because all the players are getting into lobby, so we got just a few more things left to go,
Oh
which is
yeah.
the standings itself. Let's just show the standings real quick. We can see on your screen right about now. We can just have a quick look. Baker Boys in 9th position, 1 win, 1 draw, and unfortunately for them, the 1 win that they have was the team that was disqualified, which was Structure Esports. So that means they were automatically gifted that 1 free win. And similar with Ignite, there's 1 win, 1 disqualification win. That's 2, and then 3 losses. So these teams are pretty even in the sense that they're
Mm.
not really consistently winning. They've lost a lot of games here, and they both have a lot to prove. And also, speaking of that itself, we have the community vote, which should also be on the screen right about now. I mean, a lot of Baker Boys fans, just say that 53% squishy. I mean,
Including you.
I didn't actually vote. I'm 100%. No lie, I did not vote on this. All right, 53% to the Baker Boys, 39% towards Ignite Esports, and an 8% chance to draw. I mean, it's by the way the vote seems, it seems that there's a lot of Baker Boys fans, or they have a lot of confidence in this team. I mean, what do you think of this vote, Squishy? I mean,
Honestly, Ignite's gonna win. Come on, it's just we know Ignite's gonna win. Ignite the flame is what
a
they
lot of
say, and those
a lot of
8% drawing, they meant to click Ignite Esports. They accidentally clicked Big Boys. I know. I've got people DMing me like, oh my god, change my vote, but
Stubborn.
we're gonna
Well,
move.
we'll
but-
see. We'll see. I hate predicting stuff as a caster now, just for the
Yeah.
simple fact I say something and the exact opposite of it happens. Caster's cursing it. It happens like mid-round, and like, oh my god, this is gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, never mind.
It's like, I just want to give an example. Like, something happens repetitively, like every single round. Like, he's going to do the same drone spot, for example. We're going to say, oh, he's doing the same drone spot. He's going to instantly jump away and go into somewhere completely different.
But like, oh my god, this player, he's been popping up, instantly dies.
C4s everywhere, Adam. But
we're gonna talk about how this team hasn't really been using their explosives and C4s well, or just time wasting. C4 double kill, C4 nitro kill. Like it's bound to happen, when we do stuff like this. But
it's so, especially the duo, which is us, like we're the most cursed duo apart from Cherish.
Not the curse,
obviously.
But yeah, Cherish. Cherish is there are, I think, Special B as well. She also
there's bad, and then there's worse, and then there's terrible.
There's terrible. I think we're on the relatively easier side of caster cursing.
Yeah,
you know what? Let's just count the counts. But
if you come across Cherish or Blixby, please just, you gotta give them a hug. Like, the amount of things they've gone through with Talent League is, it's depressing sometimes.
Can we get a one like for casters in chat? Thank you.
One donation. My PayPal's
one
open.
donation.
I'm joking. £2.
Donate to £2. Yeah, Talent League.
Well, anyway, while we wait for one member of Baker Boys to join in, I just want to look at the recent games of Chalet and Oregon we've seen, because we've seen Oregon many times, and Chalet, I'm actually looking through, and these maps, it's not looking like a common map. Have they even played this map once? I'm going through it, and they have not played Chalet once either of these teams.
Yeah, Chalet is, no one's played Chalet yet. A lot of Oregon that you expect, a lot of coastline, but yeah.
I mean, Oregon's been, it's all over there, to be honest. We've seen many teams.
I mean, Oregon 8-6 loss, Oregon 7-5 loss, Oregon 7-0 loss. Oh, that was a rough day for the team.
There's always rough days, but I just want to point out Ignite Esports win on Oregon to Machine Soldiers, and they are, they're at the high end of the leaderboard, second place, and Ignite Esports on 7th. They came out 8-7.
They lost.
Did they?
You can look at this
thing. They won. They won.
It says they lost.
Oh. Well, either way, it's overtime match win. It's close. Right, I'm getting back into the casting. Please forgive me. I can't read the scoreboard. But I mean, going to overtime match point on Machine Soldiers Academy, that's very good for being 7th place in their second. So that's just going to be something to look out for, especially Ignite's dominance across Oregon, because we've seen it from their other roster when they had a different roster. And
true.
It seems also
just to add a bit more of that spiciness, is when you're looking at the Machine Soldiers versus Baker Boys. When they went to Oregon, Machine Soldiers, I can't pronounce it, man. Soldiers.
I have to go slowly. Machine Soldiers.
MS won 8-6 in overtime as well against Baker Boys.
Yeah.
So not a very, MS are not even playing, right? I don't even know why we're talking about them so much, but we're just waiting. But
we're just relating to them.
We're just waiting, but yeah, both teams are ready. The waffle can stop. We're getting ready. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The dynamic duo. We're back for the cast, and we're presenting
the dynamic duo. Oregon BR as Baker Boys. They start an attack, and Ignite Esports on the defense, and I'm gonna guess that Thatcher's gonna be banned. Right off the bat, Thatcher is gonna be banned. Jackal, he's up there. Flores is up there. Flores is up there with that elbow shield. The amount of shields and utility which Flores is able to get and grab, it's just so easy to be a easy pick for attackers to clear utility. Thatcher does go off the board. He will not be seen anytime in most competitive play. So There he
Depends
goes.
on a few
Once
maps. You
more.
think of Clubhouse, maybe one of the things, because in a Clubhouse you have a Hibana ban,
Maverick.
Maverick, yeah,
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard from Baker Boys coming out. This is the Baker Boys we
Oh,
love
what?
to see.
Is it
I
cap?
mean,
Isn't it
a
Capcan? The van. Oh,
Cap
there
can
you go.
ban, Cap can ban,
Isn't it
Cap
100%?
can ban,
Isn't it
Cap can
100%
ban,
ban rate? They've
Cap
always
can
banned
Cap can
Blackbeard
ban,
and Capcan.
Cap can ban. I think so. I think except for one map. No, the Valkyrie. Oh,
This is absolutely terrible. They have not kept with their Capcan ones. But it might be a twist because Ignite Esports might be running Valk as we've seen them.
uh,
Played Valk many
well, my
times.
ban maybe. Well, my ban. Well, my is usually a pretty good one to
Cade?
ban out here. Cade ban as well. Not wrong. It's a bit
I
rusty,
mean,
but probably one of
either
the ones.
way,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go, Cade. But either way, Flores is going to be open. And Baker Boys,
True.
they're gonna be going right onto that. Well, hopefully for them and
Yeah.
Ignite
I
Esports,
mean,
they've got to be bringing a Mute or Mozzie in this new
true, it's going to
meta.
be a lot of counterplay here that you're going to have to pay attention to depending on the ops and seeing how the other team adapt to the operators that the team could bring. Like for example, a Baker Boys could go Flores in round 1, and then Ignite Esports, who if they don't bring a mute this round, they can bring it next round, and then Baker Boys can 6-pick off of Flores, and you can see just a bunch of mind games going on. And I think that's it's a part of series that doesn't really get talked about too much, which is the 6-pick phase, which many people just save off as, oh, the enemy team can see. But there's also like a lot of mind games that go on here where you're trying to figure out what the enemy team is
Mm.
doing, what kind of site they're going, what operators are playing, that
Also,
doesn't really get talked about too much.
sorry to just cut you off. Is it Aaron?
Aaron, his name is Aaron. Yeah, he
Right,
likes
because I
to
remember I remember last time I was going like Asen,
A7.
A7.
No, he DM'd me afterwards and he's like, please pronounce my
Yeah.
name as Aaron because that is his name. But
Aaron,
as a
Aaron.
trolley figure, as a
Aaron.
trolley figure, that's myself. I do pronounce his name A7 sometimes.
I mean, we do have some fellow names, Icox, more like Icock. Yeah, we do have some known names around it, but A7, no, not A7, Aaron. Aaron, right?
Aaron, yeah.
Aaron will be sick picking from the Maverick onto the Ace, and he does spot that Vigil, which is, implying that he will. They know they can go downstairs, so he doesn't need that Maverick for what was most likely to be an attic push, and someone prones or crouches on the stairs, and you try and get some picks off. Mike playing the Bosch G on the Vigil. I mean, that's unexpected. He will be going for a spawn peek. That I thought he was going to do a punch off,
a very
but
big
he's ballsy, but no one's even spawning there.
No,
Just going to be a downfall.
He's just gonna be chilling there. Don't
Salt
see a
joint-
drone there either. Yeah.
Might be able to count on him, but I mean, it's looking like a full construction take as we see all 5 members spawn there, and Slows. I mean, I do see Slows. I know not in the action right now, but he might be caught in the action as Mike goes for a garage peek onto the headhunters. Will he catch Slows? No, he doesn't. Looking like it. Attic top down. They're going to be trying to clear T3, T2, all the way to T1. And, I mean, looking to get hatches with the Abana. It's going to be a slow push by Baker Boys.
You have to be careful there because the Alibi playing at the bottom, she can play off those prisoners really well and a few picks. And you gotta remember, the Vigil is still in garage, hasn't been droned out, has no reason to leave. And if anyone is a bit too over aggressive on the attacker side, they take it too much for granted, they could walk straight into the crosshair of that boss G and get, if anything, a lot of damage done to them. And the Jackal Track does come out as, I think it is the Vigil? Oh no, it is a Melusi who gets Jackal Track, I think, in that corner. And she's just gonna be going back onto site. She's done a job there. She's wasted a bit of time. But like we were talking about earlier, this Alibi trap as well as this Alibi playing on the shield is gonna be a problem. This ADSs as well. They're gonna have to get burned out as the flash starts coming out. The Alibi goes to the peak and misses a few shots, and V7 Noms Venoms gets that kill onto the Alibi as the first pick goes onto Baker Boys. With a minute 30 left onto the clock, they still have a fair amount of time to do some damage.
Yeah, there is a lot of time, and talking about time, goal Cryptic, what a shot by him. He'll be starting off this game with a strong one-tap. Mike, we talked about him previously, having an impact on this round, going for the flank. But Venoms, he will be trying to find a second kill, watching that flank. I mean, he's not in garage anymore, Venoms. He will be rotating around, and they've got members to worry about, and they're not even in bunker yet. Soltron, he lands some bullets on Mike, but still behind the barrels. He will just be waiting for Venoms to get on these backstairs. Holding angles, it's looking like a standoff until Venoms doing exactly that will take down Mike with another headshot. 2 kills to his name, a 3v3 with 50 seconds remaining. King still holding elbow very smoothly without any pressure being applied to him, and it's going to be looking like they're going to have to force a push in, even with the barbed and the Banshees in play. King will go for a swing. He will find a headshot. He will down Aaron, and now a 1v3 for Venoms to clutch out. 30 seconds remaining. He's going to be rotating barrels to get that diffuser But with all that utility left, and Baker Boys have not seemed to be able to clean out this round, as it's looking like Venoms is just going to be walking to his pit of death.
True, there seems to be a crossfire as well. As soon as he walks in, 3 people are going to peek him at once. It doesn't really look good for him here, but he's going to try his best here. Can he get 1 at least? No, he doesn't. King finishes out the round, like you're calling out earlier, that play onto elbow. He rotated out towards his barrel's door towards the end of it and lies a nice headshot onto the Hibana of Venoms. And yeah, it really just fell apart for Baker Boys towards the end. I mean, what started off really strong, I would say, where they started pushing in, they got those initial picks that they wanted, but just not dealing with the roam caused them to lose out on not only the sledge but also the jackal. And then those players playing on blue had to rotate all the way back up. And by that time, the time was running low, and they just had to funnel themselves in. And you know how it is, funneling yourself in through blue when there's a smoke in play. It doesn't usually end up in the attacker's favor, let's just say. And Ignite Esports, a very classy and clean first round, as they're gonna be going up to Kid's bedroom, I'm pretty sure. I was not really paying attention, but I'm gonna assume it was
Yeah.
Kid's.
Protect your bomb
Yeah,
from
it
being
was.
defused by attackers.
And we saw, we saw Mike, so Mike running the boss tree on Vigil, and he actually got completely unjoined. He was in garage. He didn't get killed from garage, but he was able to get a flank round. And I mean, backstairs was the only really push Baker Boys could go through at that time, because that how the elbow shield was dealt with, it wasn't dealt with well enough. And Ignite Esports, they just had the ADSs, and Baker Boys, they tried to follow flashbangs in, but followed up by, I believe, 1 Ash charge, and it all went to dust as soon as she died. And I don't think that the way Baker Boys played, that didn't exactly work out for them. But Ignite Esports, they cleaned up that round well, and as you said, King did find that last kill, and he's on 3. A7, not A7, V7, V7,
Just call him Venoms. Venoms.
Venoms.
You know, the 7 is V. It's just whatever letter you need to be.
Yeah, Venoms
Standard.
was stuck in 1v3. So he couldn't do much there, but either way, on to this round, and Mike roaming below, he's going for crazy plays, and Mez, he might be going for a crazy play by himself, but Yana might catch him out. He will be getting a sound call from his teammate. He goes to the jump out, he gets the down, and Plunet, he finds his way straight onto the cameras, and that's just unfortunate. Aaron, he does remain alive, and he will be by himself pushing Master with only some support from behind the window. Cryptic, he's a madman, trying to swing, trying to find kills. What he does well, slows, he takes out Mike, and it's a great thing to do, exactly what I just said. Good at finding kills as he finds one to equalize the man count. 4v4, and Ignite Esports, they're going to be holding angles and just waiting patiently for Baker Boys to push in.
True, like you said, the shield with the ADS there. The only person playing there right now that we know is the Hibana, and she can, you know, get rid of those ADSs, but she doesn't really have any utility to get rid of that shield, which is going to be a problem. So you can see here the Ashe is going to be rotating to help out that Hibana, get rid of that Koyo shield right there, and so they can continue with their push. Sorry, it's not the Hibana, it is the Ace of 3-7 Noms. As you can see, the Selma actually misses the door as the ADS catches that Ashe charge, and he's gonna have to peek again. And you know, with no Selmas left, the Selma not really doing anything. The Ashe charge does finally find its mark. You know, that miss Selma charge doesn't really end up costing too much. It just lost 1 Ashe charge, which could be detrimental, but isn't really. But you can see elsewhere on the map, the Hibana and the Sledges team have found themselves into attic, or at least open an avenue if in case they do want to push there. And with a minute 10 left on the clock, it does seem that they are going to be doing exactly that. As you can see here, the Momai is going to come into contact with this person any second now. They're just holding an angle here, staving off. As you can see, the Sledge knows of the Momai's location, but he's peeking it. He sees the person, the Momai, sorry, the Hibana to find the Venoms. Hibana Venom, sorry, find Momai. Oh my god, my mind just been a bit blank there, but we can see here Mez does get that refrag, as this is his second kill for this round, as the Ashe of Salt Joint can't do anything else, leaving it into a 3v3 as Cryptic picks up A7 Unis. Only there's 2 players instead of Attic left, and that is going to be a problem. Diffuser is been dropped by the breach, and now with only 30 seconds left, one of them is going to have to rotate, because surely they're not going to be able to just walk in, especially considering King is going to be playing that shotgun. You can see exactly that the Koyo has already rotated onto breach, because both of these players have been identified. It's going to be a big ask of these players if they're going to have to clutch this out. And you can see here the Hibana is going for those peaks. She's not even aware of the person playing on the shield, as Crypto picks up 1, Slows picks up King, as King picks up Slows, and it's actually a trade from the smoke there. And once again, Baker Boys just not doing quite enough to win the round.
Yeah, they got close there, but as soon as those two last remaining players were left in an
Hmm.
attic, it was all going down. There'd smokes flying at them. They were just pinched there, waiting to fall, as I said last round, to their pit of death. And back we go, all the way to the start of the round, and starting off with Ignite Esports heading to the tertiary site, being kitchen and
Kitchen.
dining, not meeting, because people say that's a NA thing, and EU will keep its
True.
reputation of
And we
being
know that
kitchen
NA
and
is
dining.
washed. So
That is very true. And
we know NA is washed.
what region has
Attackers
one of
need
the
to locate
most
and defuse the
major
bomb.
events? EU. That's what we're trying to say.
Well, it
You
seems
know-
like LATAM has both EU and NA's number right now, right? So
yeah, but EU is just better.
I
Anyway,
mean, in terms of NA is the worst of all the 4 regions. APAC's
honestly,
better than NA, so that's saying a lot. But
that's something to think about. But kitchen dining will be the site, and Frost will be whipped up by Mez. We did see Mez get a lovely jump out again. Will he do it again? That's the question. Will he do the same thing twice? Playing those Frost mats, and I believe it's going to be a hold
10
upstairs
seconds
with the
remaining.
Rooney Gadgets Frost mat. Is that the
Attackers
what?
have located a bomb.
is that the rogue setup?
5 seconds
If I
remaining.
remember correctly,
It is the
there
rogue
is-
setup. You've got the
I
holes in the
don't
floor.
remember exactly what the rogue. I think it was rogue, but there was one team I saw which had an not insane, but they had a really unique setup in the way just wanted the whole shot
shotgun.
tower with I think it was an Ella shotgun and then Frost as well as I think a nitro cell from below to go through the windows. No, it was a rogue game I think, but I think it was a mute on the stairs with the nitro cell angle that could just throw out the window and kill a lot of people. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm not sure exactly what's even happening because the setup seems to come apart in the opening seconds of this round as the Ella rotates the shield and just decides to go for a peek instead. I mean, not really sure why, and now the shield is gone, so, you know,
What? Wait,
good job,
what?
Ella. You know, she picked up 2 things and she died, so fair enough. As Soljoin picks up his first kill
I'm
of
so
this game.
confused. I mean, the shield was there. I mean, it was perfect. All
It's
your
probably a
utility,
reason.
all your utility was based on that area. But I
I
mean,
don't know. There was some.
at least place yourself somewhere else before you die. But either way, that's not for me to judge. That's for their coaches to judge. That first kill will start off the round, and with 2 minutes remaining, they're going to be 1 man up. Mez trying to find that refrag, but it's he knows that's going to be a scary peek if he decides to peek once more. But lethal, he's being very lethal. He goes restoring slows. He'll be tanking some bullets, pre-firing it, but nothing hit. V7 or Venoms will go down to that Frostmat and Salt Joint alongside them. Points are off, so they don't know that they're down, but Sound will catch up Venom with guard, but Soldier, and he will be left alive just to be revived once more if this team decides to go for him. Who net chucks the nade at his teammates as
Bomb has been located.
he
Attackers
absolutely
have recovered their diffuser.
flips himself. So I didn't know what to say there, but he got
He
a bit
survived. He survived.
worried.
That's
He
all
did
that
survive,
matters.
and he found a kill alongside. A 5v3, as his tertiary site isn't going that well for Ignite Esports. Mez, he gets headshotted by Venom's a hard support on Baker Boy's team, and the 2v5. Lethal will be joined in a very picky situation. He finds 1, he finds 2. He's got a double on this round. Will he find a triple? That's the question. Aaron going in for the swing. He won't be able to land any bullets. Who next? Catches him off guard, and he also catches King off guard as a silent entry finds the 2K to finish the round.
True. I mean, not the cleanest of shots there, but he did what had to be done. Unnoticed into bathroom there, picks up those 2 frags. And, you know, I was saying as soon as Lethal got that double kill, you know, the ace of Arun as well started panicking, running away, not really sure if he wanted to take that gunfight, losing that gunfight. I mean, if he died there and, you know, it wasn't in a position to refrag him, you know, I'm thinking this is a round where Baker Boys are thrown yet again. But nope, Tunit was there to clean it up. And, you know, Baker Boys, they win that round. And I'm still confused, you know. Someone please note this down to ask this in the interview afterwards if Ignite Esports win, because I truly am curious as to why the LR just removed the shield and a Grismont mine and just decided to go peek with the pistol and die. Baffling. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, we're
That's
gonna
the
go
word I
back.
was going to say.
Baffling.
Baffling,
I think baffling is just, it
Attackers
feels
need
very
to
rude. Let's just say
locate and defuse
peculiar,
bomb.
you know? Maybe there was a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe he was supposed to rotate it and he's like, oh, there's a free kill here, and then he dies. So
That's
That's
well, I mean, that's the price when you have a crazy man on your team.
true.
Just joking, but you know, he is crazy and he will go for the swings, and it didn't work out that time. But I mean, Ignite Esports, they can't lose faith in him just yet, as he will probably do it again, and it will work, as we did see him get a
Aggressive players, you know,
crispy
that is
one,
just-
sir.
I mean, we're not really peeking is one thing. I just wish he put down his utility, man.
Yeah, that's quite frustrating. But I mean, Ignite Esports actually been very known to be aggressive. Like
I
even
mean, I'm
through
sure
that,
his
even the
teammates.
other roster.
I mean, as much as we're flaming, I'm sure his teammates are flaming as well. Like, why did we peek? We needed to shield down in a position to hold
Attackers
this
are
position.
moving to defuse a bomb.
But
Well-
yeah. Anyways,
Next round
round
and
is
more
about.
aggressive plays is you don't want a drone to catch Leaf off guard and a drone might be thrown over. He will be standing up. I think that might find a kill, but the drone will see him, and Soul Drone will stay alive for a bit longer. But with this mirror influence, Mike, aggressive. It's aggressive versus passive. We see this matchup all the time, but Plunet, he gets the one up, and what a shot by him. He's got the quick reaction times. But will he stay alive for longer as he tries to push him back? Tries to push through backstairs into T1, but Cryptic's going to be there roaming. He knows that Yarn's going to be somewhat low HP, but he will go back, playing Pillar and trying to get that same one tap he did last time.
Ooh, I mean, that we didn't even talk about. That was a very nice shot for him. It was just masked
It
by
was.
everything else happening in the round, aka the boss G getting a kill. But we can see here the initial frag went into the side of Big Boys last time as well. But last time they got refragged, and you can see here exactly Lethal has exact positioning on someone, but he can't really do anything about it. But he tries to swing there, and no one is there to get a refrag. But speaking of refrags, King has pushed up really aggressively as the ace charge comes out to get open that mirror window, as King gets a refrag onto that ace like we talked about earlier. And Plunet, he's on such low HP, a single bullet could kill him, as Soltron gets shaded out earlier, but Plunet gets a refrag yet again. But now, like I was saying earlier, he's on such low HP, and a single bullet or even a single smoke tick would probably kill him.
Yep, and talking about smokes, King will throw it. Oh, he was a pixel away from getting down, but either way, Adam might be able to, do good for him as he will gain a bit of HP. But 3v3 as we head to, I mean, I would say standoff, but Ignite Esports, they are aggressive and they'll probably swing. It does look very familiar. It does, but a backstairs will be the main point of attack. They will be leaving blue, and they'll be focused. Oh, Cryptic! He's got to do the same thing once more, as that will be the same member, Miss Slows, as the sledge with the ACOG. Yep, with the ACOG, peeking that Muslim pillar. Venoms, he will go for the rotate. He will get caught out by the default. I mean, he will be heading all the way to Freezer. Plunet might follow up on him depending on the situation. They do have Hatch, which I did not notice, but they do have Hatch, and they will be looking to drop with 40 seconds remaining. Elbow is still in play as well, as King will be hiding in the corner of blue, which is very unknown, to the side of Baker Boys. With the reflex, he'll be holding that angle with 30 seconds remaining. Cryptic, he'll be flashed. The drop will come soon. Cryptic, he finds the headshot onto Slows. King, he finds the two lovely body shots onto Venoms and Plunet. And again, he's the one who finishes that round with two lovely kills, holding Bunker strong, and he will not go down without a fight. And what a round by Ignite Esports.
So King not being droned out there, just unfortunate, because the Iana walking in.
Sorry, can we just have a compilation of Jaeger saying true?
True?
Yeah, true. I think we should have a
saying true.
compilation. You always okay.
It must be like a reflex thing, because I don't
Yeah.
remember saying that word. It's just
Do you
like
know-
it's probably like a transition word in my brain. Where like, oh, this is pretty true, but also, we can talk about
This is my time
so.
to speak. True.
True.
Carry on. I'm sorry for taking a moment.
No, I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. Ignite Esports, they basically did the same thing that happened in round one, which is, they lost a few picks, they reflagged a few picks in a 3v3 situation. The time was ticking down. Baker Boys, they attempted to do a push into, which was a electrical hatch drop. It didn't really work out because King wasn't thrown out inside of blue there. He could get pick up one and pick up two, and then the round was over. That's basically it. Story of the round. King doing King
Story
things.
ended, and Bish Bash Bosh, Ignite Esports, up another tosh.
I like that, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
And you +1 for me.
Plus one. And
+1 round for Ignite Esports, and they'll be heading back to their primary site, as it will be the same setup with the the barbed covering the member playing behind Trophy Shield. No ADSs are to be
Just yet.
seen behind that shield.
Just
yet.
yet. I'm sure
They
it's
do have someone, Mike. Thank you very much, Chip, for pointing that out. I appreciate that. They do have some ADSs on the games rule.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
Actually, I have had a query about the site. You know how people wait, can you go to default spot, please, Chippen? Yeah, you know how people plant default next to the football table?
Mhm.
How do they? I don't understand how they plant that. Where the bomb is in kids in dorms.
The bomb has range, and I'm guessing it's like radio signals or something, and you have to be in a certain range. But then
Yeah,
it doesn't
but,
make
like,
sense because the
it's
range
not
is
in
in
the
the
same
walls.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Game logic. It's just game logic. It's just game logic.
And then
Because like if you're gonna say it's like, oh, but it's the bomb, you can do it in a radius, but then why does it cut off at the edge of the room? So it go like through the wall. It's
Either way,
you should have called this out. You've made me stressed out now.
you'll be thinking about it. You and me against you. That's shower thoughts for you. That is shower thoughts for you. Maybe a run out. Slows might be caught off guard by the person playing T1, and that was also run out. But I mean, Mike, he's gonna be standing on T2 stairs, and he'll just be, chilling. He'll be chilling in the big tower, and I mean, he's wasted time already. He can't repel in because obviously when you repel in, the person not repelling obviously has the advantage in Venoms. He will find that opening kill. Mike goes down, and I mean, maybe he repelled in and didn't expect it
I'm
or he
not
jumped
sure.
down.
He took a lot of damage, so it doesn't make me feel like it was like. Was it like a side by side, like he was repelling across like a madman and just sprayed the bearing 9?
Maybe, I mean, how to kill a madman? You have to be a madman. That is the real answer. But I mean, having Attic open once more, but Lethal has a shield this time with more ADSs and more protection along. These are where the two ADSs are. This is where they realized Attic was the main attacking point, but Venoms with a lovely quick pick headshot and Slows will be able to capitalize on this member being downed, and King might be caught off guard reinforcing the second wall, but he won't. Slows the Venoms taking Attic control very smoothly. Plunet alongside to support this as well as Salt Join. It's looking like a dominant round by Baker Boys. It could be the first round of Kids. 3v5. 50 seconds remaining, but make it 3v4 as King finds one. An aggressive play does not work out. It's Cryptic. He takes down one man. He might be able to find the head of Salt Join. Playing on top primary stead. It's going to be a close one. One vaulting through. Cryptic. He finds a second on this round. Number 2v3. King. He'll be another one member to be watching out for. Salt Join finds one as well as Mez taking out a headshot onto Aaron. A 3v5 gone down to a 1v2. Or 1v3 actually, and Sultan found one. He's got two left. A crossfire play. King waiting for Mez to interact with the gunfight. Ready to pull the bullet, and Sultan, he will find Mez vaulting through the rotate. Has diffuser in hand. He will diffuse the smoke. He will have these smoke grenades left, and he has shotgun out. Sultan, he needs to go for the plant. Will he go for the plant? King has the shotgun out. If he swings, he's dead. He'll be sticking the plant, but he doesn't get the kill. But either way, like Esports, they take that round, and King, he might be disappointed for whiffing that shot, but a win is a win, and a lovely clutch by those three remaining players of Ignite Esports, Cryptic and King and Mez. What a tree you've got there. I mean, Baker Boys, you saw it on the bird's eye view. They were dominating. It was absolute atrocity for Ignite Esports.
It was a 5v3, They could have... They did the same
bird's eye
thing.
view. From bird's eye view, it was even worse. Like you could
They
see
had
them
the
capitalize on
site.
it.
They could have just gone in for... I mean, they could have gone for the plant because there was one on white, but they didn't. They just went in for the frag single. No one was there to refrag them, and then Crypto picked up one, King picked up another, and then because of the aggressive play, because it was down to a 3v3, Cryptic made an aggressive play onto Plunet, and honestly, I would pretty much classify that as a thrown round from Baker Boys. They could have rotated, they could have done a lot of things. It's a 5v3, you can send for one person onto big window there to hold across onto the white stand. There is a lot of things you could have done, maybe should repel on Gen window. Instead, they just gave them free 1v1 picks, and Ignite Esports they thrived on it, and they took advantage of those 1v1s that they were given and ended up winning that round.
I mean, King did really well that round, He's been fragging out on a hard spot in general, especially on those downstairs sites. I mean, overall, he's just been a really solid player, and having support from Cryptic and Mez in that 3v5, it just makes him feel even better. And we will not be seeing the Ella Frost gameplay, which we saw last time, where Ella decided that she didn't want to shield anymore. She wanted her impacts back, but either way, we'll move forwards. And Baker Boys, they're trying to pull back this round as they want a 4-2 split, and Ignite Esports. From last time I saw them, they're playing a lot more like a team, and they're looking like a team to be reckoned with.
True, and if there's one thing I can point out between these two teams is that Ignite Esports, they are thriving when they're being put on low numbers, when they're putting in those, because Baker Boys are doing a good job at getting those opening picks, bringing it back into a 3v3, 2v2, but Ignite Esports, they have that just quality of edge so far in these maps, or in these rounds so far, that they're always winning those 3v3, 2v2 to see the number fights, which is honestly what's been winning them rounds. I'll bring back to both the basement, not the first basement, more of the second basement, as well as the kids one we just saw. I mean, the clutch potential is just really insane there. You can see from Ignite.
I was going to point out, I'm in the off the round, but okay, Cryptic, I mean, it's Mez done it, and Cryptic's getting addicted to it too. The runouts are going to be followed. Mez did go for the run out, but did not find the kill, and
That was
didn't
smart
see
from them.
if they can. That was very smart. I mean, it
see
might
it?
be something. I did see it. I did. It was a double
Like-
run out.
Bomb
Yeah,
diffuser has
Mess
been
went up
dropped.
upstairs.
I mean,
Give the
uh,
attention.
yeah, give them attention because they do like being under pressure. Aaron, talking about being under pressure, he'll be close to reach. Will he get swings? He's watching out for the bathroom swings. That's very popular on this kitchen dining site. And 1 minute 30 remaining. Baker Boys have just managed to slowly get this breach. They haven't managed to get it yet, and getting diffused, I would say, but diffused is still going to be left outside. Please don't forget it, Baker Boys. You don't want that to happen late game. And I mean, a 5v4 standoff, Ignite Esports, man, this entry has really worked out for them. Mike, please don't die. I'm just talking about the entry kill. And they have 1 man up. Come on, Castle's cursor. But either way, 4v5, 1 man up. It's looking like it's just going to be a hold by Ignite Esports. Not playing as aggressive as they are usually. But Slows, he will be the man playing aggressive. Easily caught off guard by Lethal. Those feet holds are deadly to any man peeking it. And Venoms, he will be the next man lined up for Lethal to pick off.
Recovered their diffuser.
Picking up the feud, he'll be rotating back to Breach, and I mean, it's all looking like all man count for Baker Boys. It's just gonna be solely focused on bathroom and the main Breach and diffuser going down as Venoms finds the man in bathroom, that being Lethal. 3v5, thanks for remaining. Smoke's going out by King, and it's gonna be a stronger attack now as Plunet finds one and another one getting taken down. Venoms and Plunet, what a duo these members are. The default camp giving Mess some intel. Mez goes for the pre-fight. He just finds Venoms. Venoms
15 seconds
has
left.
been going down. Up to Plunet now. 1v2. One on his left, one on his right. It's going to be a crossfire. Will he see the man proning? No, be prone. He have Cryptic in sight. And Cryptic, he will get the kill. And now a 5-1 split. As Baker Boys, they will have to manage to get 4 rounds.
Yeah, it's a rough split for Baker Boys. A lot of these
Woo!
rounds that a lot
Way
of these
too
rounds
much
that
was
they've
happening.
lost. Yeah, there's a lot happening. But like I was, a lot of these rounds that Baker Boys are losing have just been down to these small mistakes that they have not been able to overcome. You know, not really thinking too much in the round at those crucial moments, and really just throwing away like a lot of free picks. Like for example, Slows there in that round on that sledge, not really paying attention to the bathroom holes. I'm not sure if that was down to a bad call out, missed communication, bad droning, or the fact that he just said, screw it, let's just run across and pray. Because, yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate what happened there, but we're going to have to move on into the 5-1 split. And, you know, you never want to be a team that's down in a 5-1 split. But considering that Baker Boys do have a lot of aggressive players, you can see Plunet, Solchoid, Slows, these are really aggressive. I mean, just think about how many... was it you I was casting with, where Slows was the person who just 1v5'd in White Corridor? He was just chilling there and just aced in that area, killed everyone. His teammates were just downstairs, but
Who were you playing against?
I can't remember.
Oh no, I wasn't. I was not. You were
It
casting
was
with 1B, I
Zen, but
think. It was on Cafe.
No, it wasn't Cafe. It was also on Oregon, the one match day before. So it slows.
Possibly.
When he's on the
Was
Thunderbird, he's-
was it the Sevens Derby?
It could have been the 7th derby. I'm
It
not
could
sure.
have
but
been the Sevens Derby.
it could have.
Sevens
Well-
Derby, if you don't know, the best derby ever to see in the town league. The Sevens Derby, 7-7-7 everywhere. It was
7-7-7.
really confusing for both of us.
It was on a 7-7 match point. I remember that was insane.
This was when we didn't pronounce like Venoms or Aaron. We would say A7, V7, D7,
Those
X7,
7-7.
A7.
A lot of sevens.
I love
But yeah, I mean, quick pause is going to be over, and the Baker Boys hopefully, you know, they can bring the mental down. You know, hopefully that this split doesn't really change much about it. I mean, like I said, they threw a lot of rounds there that they should not have lost. They should, idealistically, I think that they would have been happy with a 3-3 split. 2 of those rounds, those last 2 rounds that they lost, were rounds that they probably shouldn't have lost. In retrospect,
Attackers have
especially
discovered the
going down
location of a
to
bomb.
the third side and how well they attacked in the first set. But you know, what's in the past is in the past. 1-5 split, they're gonna have to deal. You know, when life gives you 11s, you make 11 then. You know, when you get dealt a deck of cards, you have to deal with those cards, right? So
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm trying to say is, Baker Boys, you know, they've dug their grave, and now they're gonna have to lie in it. You know,
10
I'm saying a lot of
seconds
pronouns here because I'm trying to think of the perfect thing, but I really can't. But basically, what I'm trying to say is
Pronouns?
not pronouns,
Metaphors.
proverbs. I think the proverbs. Is that what you call them? The thing. Yeah, but regardless, what I'm trying to say is Baker Boys, they've really not really performed to their expectations in the first half, and they're really gonna have to bring it back here if they want to win this.
That's what rounds do you win. Okay, well, I mean, that comment's going to be instantly turning on A7. Turning on, oh my god. Aaron and Slows as they find 2 kills. Lethal does get wallbang in that situation. Now a 3v4 and an instant head start for Baker Boys as they start into this defense with what I want to say a man count up. But Sultry might be caught off guard. The Gemini going in. He will be forced to go for the swing. Drones are on him. Yellow ping has been fired. He will go back to Slows. His corpses. He will be in this room by himself, going for swings on swings on swings, and he will be pressured by many different angles on the windows. And what is now coming to become a small tower push, and it's looking like a top-down push. But I mean, without Jackal or with Sledge's 2 extra nades, it might fall apart. And Baker Boys, they will fall back into sight.
Like you said, I mean, if Baker Boys realizes that they've killed a Jackal, they can just play off this long game. Just shooting a few bullets, running back. They can just afford to be a bit more aggressive on this roam. Just make sure they don't die, and they can waste a lot more time. But it doesn't. It seems like all 4 players have smartly gone back to site, which it's also fair enough because in a man advantage here, it was a 5v3. Now it's a 4v3. You know what, guys? Let's just get back to site. We wasted enough time. But you gotta remember, King is still alive, and if there's one person who we've seen been exponentially amazing at clutching, it has been King.
King.
So we can't really count them out just yet.
Yeah, we do have 2 out of the 3 trio without Lethal will be subbing in for Cryptic as the trio we saw clutch that 3v5. And 3v5 clutch is still possible. And Gemini's, the message Gemini going all the way around those stairs. And so we'll be trying to gather more intel. As we see Lethal. Yes, I believe that's Lethal. Lethal holding the E-box, but E-box actually is going to be destroyed. He's chilling on Barrel's door.
Was he
and
spotted
might
out?
be able to catch Aaron off guard, and that could be a 3v3 chance if Lethal decides to capitalize on that. Maybe he does. Maybe he does, but just waiting for the chance. Aaron might be falling into his crossfire.
No.
This is too close to be true. Lethal. He stays alive as well. I mean, I don't know how we didn't see on that drone. That's just a close one. But he does go for the swing. Gets punished for it. There's one going to be on his left, and he didn't know he downed the person. King does steal that kill, but Venoms will find the headshot. I mean, that was just a shambolic performance by Lethal. What is going on? You had the yellow ping on the man.
He ripped it, bro. We've all been there. We've all been there. You have the free kill. You know it's a free kill. It is unfortunate, but I am liking I do like the aggression that Baker Boys are bringing, but I don't know how many rounds it can last. That aggressive double peek of the spawn, getting 2 free picks at the start, it's not going to happen every round. And when you pick up people like Cryptic and Mez, I mean, to be fair to Baker Boys, they did play that very well, but I don't think they're going to be able to sustain that kind of aggressive play. And speaking of that kind of play, they're going to bring a knock here because, if these guys like to roam, we're going to have a knock who can evade all those camps, maybe potentially walk into sight, or get a lot of free kills if they roam in pairs of 2. And it is a counter pick here, especially considering how Baker Boys like to play. But they're going to go back upstairs, or not go back upstairs. They're going to go upstairs after going downstairs and winning that one pretty well. And going to be bringing I think, is that the exact same lineup that Ignite Esports brought? Or no, they're bringing the Mutants of the Goyo, I think, right? And
yes.
I think they brought the Thunder.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, they did bring a 100.
Well,
I believe so.
Did
I
they?
think.
Did they?
10 seconds remaining.
It was an Ella.
Thank you, Trippin. Yay.
Production coming in clutch. Let's go.
Production in clutch. I was just about to say that. You kind of stole my line.
Must locate and defuse the
How
bomb.
dare you help me out? I had it all on my own.
I mean,
But,
speaking of the devil, speaking of helping people out, I mean, Cryptic will be helping his own team out, as he'll be snaking around below, trying to find kills. And you said walking to sight. I mean, Cryptic's on no, that's unquestionable. He's definitely going to be trying to walk up white stairs. I'm going to call it. Or not. Cast his curse. He's going to be repelling like a normal human being, and maybe he wants to rock the weapon.
He needs to be careful as well. The thing about, sorry to cut you off, but the thing about knock, especially, is when you shoot a lot of bullets, the FMG9, there's only one operator on attack that has that gun. And as soon as you shoot the bullet, if any defender is paying attention, they'll realize, hey, this is a knock on the team that's an FMG. But, it doesn't really matter if your other team gets kills, and that's exactly what happened. Mez just walks up main stairs and gets the kill on to A7 Un, or Arun there, who is playing inside of Trophy, just not really paying attention to those main stairs. And First pick goes to Ignite Esports. As you can see, the other roamer up slows. He's going to be roaming below, trying to see how much havoc he can cause. But you look at here, Ignite Esports are playing this so efficiently. Already the wall has been opened up. A minute's been lost as they're trying to open up breach as well as Cryptic. He's not really using his knock abilities well, but he's doing his job, just being a good teammate, I guess. Just holding a crossfire while the holes are being opened. He still has two nades as well as the player out Salt joined there, just almost beats the gunfire. But
Attackers
yeah, a
have
minute 30
located a
left on
bomb.
the clock as Ignite Esports with one man advantage.
Yeah, I have to play with Crypt a couple times. He does like running Nook and he likes running Fuse and that. I mean, he doesn't play for the ability. He just plays because, why not? Just throw it in there. There's nothing
Likes
else
the
to worry
gun.
about. He likes the gun. I mean, he loves the gun now. He's running two nades alongside him. Slows, still on this roam gate with a couple of rotators to support him, but Ignite Esports completely ignore him. He might be waiting for the post plant. Oh, actually, Slow's going for the flank. He is in Zulu now, and he
Could be
needs
with
to
the
be...
C4 as well,
He
C4 on
does
the
not
top.
have a C4. He is.
he not?
He does have a C4. That's what he's playing. He's playing for post plant on C4, waiting on the Zulu to chuck that C4 into default plant if they decide to go for it. Cryptic using that wonderful Nook nade to kill Soul Joint, and that is your Jaeger going down, your entry going down, and that's going to be unfortunate if that can affect the round any longer. Peaks coming out behind the shield from Plunet. Lethal just finds Slows alongside him. That is the C4 player from below. A swing on the breach. Cryptic has the quicker reaction time. Now a 1v4. All left up to Plunet. Cryptic, he gets the triple. 1 with the nade and 2 with the headshot on the FMG. And I mean, that's where you run Nook.
Just clean headshots.
Clean headshots. You know what else is clean?
What?
My bowl. I absolutely destroyed my bowl of apple pie and custard.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure the chat didn't know that you had apple pie, but now they do.
Yeah, now you do. It's really cool.
And yeah, Ignite Esports match point. This is going not the way that Baker Boys envisioned this match to go. And Ignite
I didn't
Esports,
envision it like this.
I mean, I envisioned it to be, Oregon, both teams seem to be pretty decent at it. I was expecting to be a bit closer, 7-4, 7-5, maybe in overtime, but Ignite Esports making quick work of Baker Boys here, capitalizing on their mistakes. And just wanted to point out how well they played that last round. Like completely predicting how Baker Boys play. They knew kind of the generic play style of them. Maybe they've watched a few
Attackers
VODs,
need to
or maybe they
locate
just
and
know the
defuse as
players.
many bombs
But
as they
in
can.
general, they kind of isolated each gunfight, got a free nade kills, took it very slow. They know how Baker Boys like to be aggressive and peak, so it's just hold angles. Eventually, they're gonna get a few frags, and that's exactly what happens. And it's that I don't think there's anything else to say to that. Baker Boys, they just peeked into a few angles, got naded, and that was it.
I mean, they've got 4 sites to clean up, or they will be losing the map. And I just want to point out Venom's on double digits. He's been getting kills without really being the spotlight on the team, and you do love to see that. You do love to see members, finding kills in between rounds, and he's been doing that consistently throughout. But then you have Cryptic already on a full KD, and that's his KD is going to be boosted quite high.
Attackers are moving out to
And
locate a bomb and defuse.
12 and 3.
I mean, if there's one player that I'd point out is Slows, and he's 3 and 8, and that's not the kind of performance you expect from Slows.
You would know more than me.
I mean,
Baker Boys.
I'll just say, in all of the games that Baker Boys have lost, Slows is always at double digits. He's a very consistent performer, at least to get those frags. And the fact that he's not even close to double digits, the fact that he's only on 3, that is, it's unprecedented, right? It's not up to his standards. I'm sure he's probably kicking himself for that. And maybe, he's gonna shut me up, and in his next few free rounds, he's gonna get an ace, a double kill, and put himself up to 9. And, if it happens, it happens. It is what it is. But we're gonna be going back upstairs as it seems that. Oh, look at that! Diana missing the jump. A bit frustrated, just opening the door. But yeah, it's gonna something similar to what they did last round. Gonna be taking control of that bedroom. Gonna get a breach open and maybe go for an attic take afterwards as well with the Finka and Thermite.
Yeah, it is a possibility, especially with that Thermite being, it can be versatile on both Attic and Master Breach, and that whole wall is open. What? I mean, the whole wall's open? Is that a new
Yeah,
thing?
I think they're using the Wamai discs as well as playing on the shield back there. You can see that there's a shield behind it. So I didn't notice it last round. So they're gonna be playing off the shield, I think, and with the Wamai disc as well as the Jaeger ADS, that just helps a lot. As Peanut picks up a very nice kill onto the Iana, as Peanut picks up his second kill onto Mike. Mike not really having the best of games, 1 in 9 so far, but he can help his team elsewhere by being on those cams and giving them calls. And Baker Boys in a 5v3 situation, Arun, he's on such low HP, maybe he can find himself a nice corner station to heal himself with. As Plunet, he's still aggressive. He still wants these peaks. He's still hungry for them. And
Yeah,
it
Paluna wants
slows
that
down.
clip.
True, he wants
Yeah,
a clip.
He wants to. He wants to be the top of the week, and he's gonna go for it as he swings for more. And Cryptic, he'll be. I do see Ignite Esports instantly prone as soon as they get in a gunfight, and will not work out. We're not too sure. Slows again, playing with the C4 below, no, and
Double
supported by
C4.
Venom's double C4, which is gonna be very lethal. As Lethal himself tries to kill Plunet, but Plunet, he finds a triple kill. He's hunting for the ace. He's got 2 members to find, both located in Trophy and Mars. Go for the pre-fire, and Plunet, you're insane. Will he get the ace? He knows where the last remaining player is. He will go for the swing. Oh, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, but a quad kill is enough to clean out that round. King, he'll be caught in the smoke, and Aaron, he ends that out, and Plunet, we got to solo that man out. 12 kills instantly. You love to see that equaling
My Valorant duo.
out
Let's
with
go. He's on
your
top.
Valorant. I mean, Valorant does do something for your aim. I mean, not
True,
like we're
he is-
sponsored. Not like we're sponsored from Valorant. Anyways,
Shout
Valorant
out,
sponsor
shout out
us.
Plunet. He's cracked at Valorant with me. We pop off.
Well, I mean, there you have it. He's also cracked at Rainbow Six Siege. So what a quad kill
True.
by him.
Actually,
and
just
especially
a short message. Just tell him to stop taking my Sage because, I'm Battle Sage. But yeah, anyways, that's not by the point. We're gonna be
you're a
going back.
Sentinel. A Sentinel man.
Nah, I'm Battle Sage. I watch Grim basically, but if people know what that means. But yeah,
Okay.
it is what it is. We're going back upstairs and not down. We're not
Blitz,
going back
alright,
upstairs. We're going back
Blitz Ying.
downstairs and a Blitz Ying. I mean, Ignite Esports, they have a lot of rounds to play around with, 3 of them exactly before they go into overtime. So they can afford to bring out these kind of weird operators and see if it really works out. Because at the end of the day, if you lose,
Wait. Here you go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say weird. I'd say that's very tactical. They know that downstairs. See, they want to take that elbow control. They want to clean up.
When I say weird, I just mean like not usually picked, unorthodox.
Unusual.
One trick. Let's just call it one trick ops. So you use them
A
for one
one trick
round. and
wonder. One trick wonder.
One trick ops. So you use them
That's
for one
what you
round,
need.
and that's kind of it. The one
I mean,
trick stuff.
one round is all Ignite Esports need. And what do you think is gonna happen this round?
Well, if Baker Boys, if one of them, usually what we've seen so far is in Baker Boys, the rounds they win, there's one player who really pops off in that round, individual brilliance, and that's usually how they win. It's not really seen that much team play, if that makes sense. It's not that winning as a team, the winning of the plays of one person. So if that trend continues, one of these players can go huge here. It could be A7 Arun, who's at the bottom of the leaderboard, Saltjoy, Venoms, Brunet, Slows, all of these players, they're really good individually, just haven't seen much of them as a team together.
I love hearing that point of view there. And I do see that as well with you said about like the solo plays from Bagels. I actually believe like Ignite Esports, just to give a little contrast and a difference, that I think Ignite Esports are working together as a team and they're always getting team wins.
Oh.
Bandit, Ying, they're going to be going in as Mike and Cryptic. They make an entry. Mike gets... Cryptic gets his own teammate Flash. King goes down, but Cryptic finds a double. Again, a solo play by him. A mystery mark going in chat. Cryptic's already in sight. Hunting for these kills. What a wall bang by Cryptic. Will he find another kill? Yes, he will. A quad kill for him. An ace in line, but no. Mez finds out another, and 2 quad kills followed up for each other. And what a half to see. I mean, 2 ways to end that and make next map faster. You can't get any faster than that rushes. Cryptic, he'll be taking that MVP for his team with 15 kills on the board. And I mean, with that being said, Oregon, it will be finished. And
7-3, quick work.
16 kills. That
Cool.
there is chunky. We do love to see that good old chat.
Seems
the,
like Venom's got
lot.
wall banged there, and he's just a bit frustrated, I guess, because you expect to play, and it is unfortunate, but that is how the cookie crumbles. Let's just say, and we can see that Ignite
They
Esports
didn't bake
bringing
the
up
cookie
that
well enough.
the cookie was not baked well enough. But yeah,
No.
first map goes into the hands of Ignite Esports as we're gonna be joining. We'll take a quick 10-minute break. Get a little time to cool off. And you'll see us again in around 10 minutes, like I said, and we'll be back on Chalet. So, stay hydrated, grab some drinks, get some more snacks, and we'll be right back.
See you guys after the break. very dominant frag positioning, but King gets a lovely shot, but he finishes off a double as he takes out KD along
from Ignite Esports, but they don't have enough time to really dilly-dally here. And first piece of contact is
King! He's having a great game this time. He's got 2 KD so far. Kex, wait, slowly missed. He messed that one up. No nades in hand, but he will get pointed by the man in Oil Pit. Sir Googie.
What?
Kex is on a triple Sir Googie to Swift. The Kex is there to find the quad. Multi-layer, which there was a nice shot by Sturgeon as he finds the doubles. First double, yeah, there you go, no one there. Oh, no one's there. See that? First big track gameplay, and he finds a triple kill. Now 1v. 1v3. Not to many with our Sturgeon. A full kill for him. Rotating, he's just going to be holding that winner, and he finds a triple kill for him. Now that's going to happen here. 1-1-1 right. Awesome. Oh, that's just an annoying find. Quetta finds his 4th kill on that round, and I mean, it was silent 4K from him. Nothing too special, but this simple over the angle.
Could have been another for him, but it's a good shot from Johnny. And now a 1v3, it could be a 1v2 because is actually still down. He could grab this kill F2, and it's now a 1v1. Is on a sliver of HP. His health bar is flashing red for good reason. Because, well, there you go, and that's no wall.
No chance! Welcome back to Talent League. Here we are with Jaeger, the man himself. Okay, Socho, what an intro. And we're gonna go straight into Chalet. We've already seen Oregon, a clean 7-3 victory for Ignite Esports and Baker Boys. They're gonna have to be crawling back for this map to close out this draw. But if they want to let it slide once more, Ignite Esports will take another win, and they're not going to be saying no to a win and 3 more points to be added to their scoreboard.
True.
As I believe, let me just check. If they win this, they go up to 5th.
They do get up to 5th, you know. That puts them
Fifth.
on a 9th, joint 5th. With
Joint
Hyperion and Nice Gaming. But
Mm.
you know, there's a lot we could talk about, but we're just gonna wait on these teams. One of the teams are ready, the other is not. We're just gonna talk. You know, let's just go back in a bit in depth about the last map, and you know, Baker Boys really just letting themselves down, I guess, in the final few minutes of the round, not really being able to win those gunfights. And you know, we'll talk a bit more as we get into the game, as both teams are ready, as the game will start right about now. But like I was saying, you know, Baker Boys just letting themselves down in that final third of a round, not being able to get those final frags on the attacking side. On the defensive side, you know, they just lost to that one trick round where basically, I don't like calling it a one trick round, but that is kind of what it is. You know, you bring certain ops for just one round, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not a consistent thing. But calling it a one trick just seems kind of mean, I guess, kind of rude. But I don't know. But you can be the judge of that. But we're gonna be going on to Chalet here. Baker Boy is gonna be defending first, and both teams, like we said, they never played Chalet before, Squishy. So something completely new. We don't have any information on how either team plays on this map. We don't know who will play on what and what will play on what and who will do what, and you know what I mean, right? It's completely new, exciting things. And the first ban, not something we need to talk about, as an Iana ban comes out from Ignite Esports. Is that a target ban on Plunet? I feel like that's more of a target ban.
I definitely think that is. But I mean,
more
Ignite Esports play it themselves. I think that's just. I think it is a target ban. It definitely is. And cockiness.
That's not
maybe?
a target. That's not a target ban because Plunet doesn't play that ban. And the person who was playing Jaeger was Salt Joint, who I think dropped 3 kills last game. So it's definitely not a target ban. But you know, maybe they have a specific strat in mind, and that's why they're banning these 2 ops. You know, or maybe they're just like, you know what, we don't like these 2 ops, let's just ban them off. You know.
And I think Iana might be a target ban, but Jaeger definitely is reading behind it, because I know that Jaeger, especially on this map, is like, it can be utilized very strongly, and it can be really good in certain situations.
Interesting. You know, it'll be interesting.
I mean, you're gonna see what my being pulled out. Your bans are very bland.
Bit of trash talk in game coming out. Maybe Ignite.
Maybe Ignite Esports, they're just gonna spice it up. They're just gonna spice up
Maybe they're spicing it up.
the arena, you know?
I mean, last game we saw Baker Boys putting out a Blackbird ban, and it didn't really work out too well for them. So maybe that's the key into why these teams are losing, because they're doing bad bans. You know, 100%. The mental just gets gone when you do bad bans. But we're gonna be going into this 6th pick for round 1 as a team of Baker Boys decide to go into Bar Gaming for their first site. And honest, I'm gonna be excited to see how these boys play this kind of site. Like you said, first time they're playing this map. I'm gonna be excited. I'm just excited, you know. Just not much else to say.
I mean,
Attackers need to
You're always
locate and
excited.
defuse bombs.
what's not to be excited about? I mean, when I joined the VC pre-cast, I was dancing, I was singing, you know, it was a good time, and now we're heading straight into Chalet, and it's going to be a great thing to see. Glaz. We do love to see that being chosen. I'm going to say it again. Glaz. Smokes? He's Smokes, right? He still is a Smokes.
Thermite has smokes now. I think he lost. I think he's getting again. I'm not too sure. I think he has smokes. Right?
Oh, either way, I think Glaz definitely is. He's definitely running his 2 Smokes.
I mean, you
And-
never know because he has nades. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll find
No,
out.
I mean, he could be running nades, and then he could have
They could have 8
8
sets of nades.
nades.
That
Yeah.
would be a lot of nades.
Defuse a bomb.
We see 6. We see 8 nades. Like you were
Oh
talking
my
about.
gosh.
That
Just
is a lot
check,
of
because
nades.
I think that's,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
he is this.
No, you know
That's
why
the
they done
strat.
this?
That's the strat, because they
No
ban
Jaeger?
Jaeger.
They banned
That's,
Jaeger, so
I'm
they
telling you,
just
Jaeger
like,
had reason behind it. Like, very
Oh, they
spicy
went for a rush
bans.
here.
Will it be a rush? I mean, maybe.
oh, that.
Placing the shield is going to be risky. Aaron tanks and bullets, and Mayor's going for a very special play. Cryptic. He will get the body shot onto Venoms. A 3v5 as King finds another. Mike and Mez both entering the site. Lethal planted right behind. King goes for the double. Cryptic also gets a kill for himself, and Sorcha left a line. I mean, talking about spicing up. The bands are definitely spicing up this round with a clean, flawless round as King. He ends it with the double kill, and what a sight.
Rush round coming out from the side of Ignite Esports, working out very well for them. You can see this nade just flying out. I can just imagine the comps on Baker Boys. So many nades, they're flushing them in.
Oh, they're nading me. Where's the ADSs?
The eager stand. So
They can
yeah,
straight back to bar.
I mean, when you think about it, this is actually a kind of interesting dynamic. With only the mind play, you can only get 1 or 2 Wamai discs, and they have 6 nades. And if they bring a lot of nades like this, it's truly going to cause a lot of damage with the Jaeger pan. So
I mean,
maybe.
Wamai's... Sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
No. Wamai only gets 2, I think, by the start of the round. So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, the King as well. Oh my god.
Oh,
They're bullying Baker Boys. That's basically what's happening. You know, they tested out the Ying last game. They realized, hey, Baker Boys, they don't really do well against these kind of fast kind of I don't like to use the word cancer ops, but that's kind of the word you use, right? These kind of flash things, and that's kind of like maybe they're testing it out. They're like, you know, it worked really well against them in map 1. Let's try it out in map 2. Or they might just be taking the piss. Like, you know what? If Baker Boys are so easy that we can just play something like this and it doesn't matter. Either or, we can see them bringing 6 nades again, as well as 3 Ying Candelas, which is quite a lot for some team who doesn't even have 3 ADSs. So, you know,
I mean,
watch it.
I was going to say about the Wamai, you can only get 2, maybe 3 at the start of the round, which is like what you said. But the reason why people bring Wamai is over time you get more. So you wait till the ADSs are burnt, which from Jaeger, like I'll give an example, like Cafe, you have a Wamai playing behind the counter with the shield and ADSs, and he'll just keep on placing them over time, which makes it more special. And an early kill coming out on Cryptic. What a pre-fire. I mean, we saw Cryptic play Nook last time and got a triple kill with that one trick wonder kind of thing. You play 1 round, it might work again. They find a kill. Aaron, he'll be ready as he finds a headshot onto Mike. Plunet also supporting from above, and Cryptic very low. And like a close one, King, he goes diving into sight, but Lethal TKs him. I mean, it's very odd from Ignite Esports. It's all going everywhere. Some drones flying out the place, but they're not really going to use them, are they? They're just going to run in. And talking about running, and Lethal, he finds nothing and trying to jump back into sight. And Cryptic, he might be able to find a kill onto the man playing on the stairs, but I mean, with this Nook ability, he's silent like a snake, but he might be caught by the go in sight. But Mez supporting him just by an inch, and you have the last remaining players upstairs. Slows picking the fireplace stairs, and Pluna on the library stairs. He knows that there's a member inside kitchen hallway, and Mez might be caught off guard. And Cryptic, already being low as it is not going to help this round's outcome at all. Mez, he peeks the wrong side as Slows gets for on the different angle. And last member in sight, I'm not sure if he is known. I don't believe he is. As Cryptic is just going to be waiting and waiting and waiting. As he will just wait patiently for the members of Baker Boys to peek him instead of peeking them.
I mean, he knows where one player is, and that is Slows because he prefers location, but he's just pushing around for the second player because he doesn't want to be caught off guard. If he knows where the positions of, you know,
the hill station.
I think he doesn't want to give away his position, you know? If he gives away his position, that's kind of it. So he's just trying to see if he can get a free pick or two, maybe one of the defenders coming back on the site, because after that, but nope, the corner station gives away his position there. Now the defenders definitely know he's on site, and he might as well just get the double heal at this point. A diffuser is down on site, and now both of these players can just hold, but it doesn't seem like they're aware, actually, of him playing in site, because, yeah, look at that. He's just walk on the side, and picks up Plunet, and now they definitely know that he's on site, and it's going to be a 1v1. As Slows is going to be trying to go against Cryptic, who has been healed up because of his own corner stations, in an ironic twist as the plant starts to go down. As Slows, he's not going to be pushing, he's expecting a fake plant as they get off the plant here, as Cryptic goes with a few shots, as the corner station probably is going to be recharged soon enough, so he's going to be able to get the kill as Cryptic picks up Slows, and Ignite Esports win that round as well, and that is yet another round where Baker Boys, you know, credit to Cryptic. He played that extremely well. He had a lot of time, and he decided to use it effectively, deciding, wait, he can just play off the sound, wait for his teammates. After he gets that first pick, he can just play on the corner stations, get a lot of things, and Slows losing that 1 win at the end is nothing much he can do. Ignite Esports winning a round they probably should not have won. A sentence I probably said a lot in that first map as well, just a clutch factor of Cryptic as King together. I mean, you gotta keep in mind, King was already in sight. You know, if Lethal didn't kill him, they probably would have won the round a lot sooner. So, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say it quickly. Cryptic, he's a talented player, especially on the Nook as well. Another triple kill. He's just someone you need to watch
Defenders,
every
protect your
single
bomb
round.
and
And
being defused
Baker
by
boys,
attackers.
they're letting him roam freely. They're letting him get kills. And I mean, Cryptic, he has a bounty on his forehead because the amount of people he has demolished throughout just this map alone, already on 17 kills this game. He's just an absolute shambolic for any other team to play against him. And Cryptic, if you keep on doing this up, you're gonna go far, man. You're gonna be getting kills and kills and kills, and being a first entry for Ignite Esports, you're definitely doing your job. You're getting frags, and you're not even making it look difficult. Sojourn, he's gonna try and copy you with the spawn peak. Try and do the same spawn peak with it, which Ignite Esports have been doing recently, and he'll be going for a far one. But I don't think anyone will spawn there. Maybe a Glaz, but Glaz being Glaz, he does have the Illuminous. What's it called? Illuminous thing.
his
But
scope,
obviously,
his thermal scope.
oh yeah, obviously scope. But what you just call him, like illuminated people? He makes people yellow.
It's a thermal scope. It shows them the
Thermal
bounty,
scope. There
apparently.
you go. Thermal.
I think it is at least.
Yeah, he's just gonna thermalize. See what I did?
That is. That's
see
an
what I
L.
did?
That's a -1. You had a +1 earlier. That's a -1.
What do you mean? What do you mean a -1? That's like a
-1.
+10.
That's a
in Cryptic.
-2 now. That's a -2.
Cryptic's gonna get a +2 for his kill count as he finds Slows and Plunet. They haven't been the greatest, they're both on 1 and 3. And Mikey, he'll be sitting on.
Oh my god, that nade.
He's just gonna chuck a nade. I mean, he's
Sorry,
not gonna
mate.
reach, but it's the effort which counts. And Aaron, he'll be able to cross without getting hit, repelling into Solar. Yes, Solar. Members of Ignite Esports calling up the stairs. One going for the swing. That will be King getting that breach now. One on the prone. Aaron getting the whiff, but Lethal coming on top. Cryptic again with the triple kill. He is just incredible, that man. And Mez, he tops it off. The cherry on top, and Mikey still chilling on that roof top thing, majiggy, throwing nades through the windows. I mean, Cryptic, just talented. Full stop.
Well, we said at the start of the stream we didn't really want to see a stomping, but that seems to be what's happening. Baker Boy just seem to have lost the mental here. Or I mean, I don't even want to call it lost the mental. They just don't have an answer to how Ignite Esports are playing right now. This kind of sporadic, erratic playstyle where they just walk in, nade. You know, I mean the nades. Let me just say the nades. I think got him not 1 but 2 kills. I think Plunet walked because he was getting naded. So they not only got 1, they got 2, and then Arun as well missing a few shots, unfortunately for him. And yeah, it's Ignite Esports are just toying with them. It feels like when you watch it.
Yeah, it does feel like that. And it's just Baker Boys have definitely
Attackers need
lost
to
their
locate and
mental,
defuse
and it
the
seems
bomb.
like they're slowly falling apart. Don't want that to be happening, especially on the second map after. I mean, not a close map, but at least you got close every round. You have got close every round. Like, they did get close every round. It was very close. They always had a man advantage, a 3v5, a 2v5, but they always lose it. In Ignite Esports, their frag ability always comes on top. But heading to the 4th round, back to their, I would say, primary site.
This is the second time they've gone here. They've gone twice bar, and this is the second time they're going.
It could be their primary site because they're gonna go again. But they're just trying things out. They might go kitchen dining if you never know what's gonna happen. But we will see them be attacked from Ignite Esports once more. And I don't know if Venom. No, that's just the lighting. I thought Venoms was using a skin, and I really don't want him to get called out by Ignite Esports. But either way, we'll be moving forward, and I mean Ignite Esports looking for a 4th win.
I mean, if there's one thing in Siege I would like to say is that this game is 70% confidence. Like, even if you're not the best of players, when you have the confidence, you start playing so much better. And that's exactly what's happening here. Ignite Esports just have that confidence as Mike picks up that initial frag on to Lunet. And you can see the confidence in Ignite Esports, where they're just being able to push and bring out the Glass, right? And, I should, Glass, he has his uses, but he's not an operator you pick every single round back to back. So it really does feel like, I mean, just look at these. The confidence just vault in like that, and they're still in a 3v3 situation as Mez picks up Saltjoint. Elsewhere, Saltjoint just having the best of games, to be honest, especially considering that one round they whiffed. on 2, but the nades, like we talk about, going to come out. The White is going to do something at least here. And in a 3v3 position here, Baker Boys, it's the best chance they've had to win so far.
We're only about a minute into the round and kill being flown out from everywhere. Slows. He finds his positioning in this game, and a first round coming out from Baker Boys as Venoms finds one. And Aaron, I believe it is on the case, finds the last, and there you have it. Baker Boys, they find one round after Ignite Esports go for the same thing, but not working out.
I mean, it's a start, that first round, and maybe Baker Boys can build on this and start punishing Ignite Esports for these kind of plays that they're making, because Ignite Esports, they're playing this like a ranked game, all right?
They are.
They're just having a bit of fun, nading, not really playing to that quote unquote comp level that people have expected, where you methodically drone everything out, keep the flank drones, push things, crossfires, etc. They're just having a bit of fun, and the fact that they went 3 rounds in a row unpunished because of that, it truly is it's just unfortunate for Baker Boys. Let's just leave it at that. But they do bring that first round back, and if they bring these next 2 back in a 3-3 split on Chalet, whether I would say is a bit attacker sided, I wouldn't think that's the worst thing in the world.
Located a bomb.
Before my Wi-Fi lags out. Hello, can you hear me? All good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I was just like, the stream was lagging. But I mean, precisely, and I don't know what to explain that, man. You've said it there. I mean, they're playing it like ranked. And they're going in for these crispy plays, these special plays. Cryptic already on an 8KD, and it's just looking so dominant from Ignite Esports. It's going to be difficult for Baker Boys to run back in Chile. I say defense center map, quite 50-50. And they're making it look like an attack-sided map, and Ignite Esports, if they keep it up, they're not going to be complaining. Neither am I as an Ignite Esports fan. I've been a fan since the start, since Booster.
You've been a fan since the start of this match.
No. Since the first time I cast with Talent League. I mean, a nade comes out from Mike, but as slow as finds a C4, and
Poor Soljoy.
whoop-de-doo, a trade comes out again. But I just want to say, I've been a fan of Ignite Esports since the first game when they played against Esports and Cafe. The first game I ever casted for Talent League. When they had Booster. Booster.
It was a bit of fun.
So, I don't know what you're saying.
It's okay. I mean, Soljoy there. Soljoy's mental is gone. You can just tell from the chat he's putting like.
He wants to give up. He just wants to go home.
He is already home, but he wants to go to sleep.
He wants to go.
He
Get in bed. He wants to watch the new Cobra Kai season.
He's done with Siege. He's done with Siege. He's wants on his
I mean, who isn't done with Siege?
True.
I mean, Ignite Esports are playing a scrim, so like ranked, because if you play ranked, you're just against cheaters. So cheater-free ranked game. What can I say? With more rounds.
Road to FPLC.
That's cheaters as well, to be honest. Some closets in there. But either way, we're gonna. Oh, Soldier in the chat. I really wish City's scanning. I think he's playing a different game. He's playing a different game.
He's playing a phone game. You have to give him props. At least he's trying stuff. But Lethal picks up slows, as you can see now. The man advantage goes back to Ignite Esports. As Mez picks up one, but Punet trades back onto him, as it's now down to Punet and Arun. Arun not really having the best of match days either here. He's also a player you usually expect to see frag out on the supportive role alongside Venoms, but not really been at his best today, and maybe that can change now. He quick makes that swing, and the nade comes out and downs him. And if they're paying attention to the points, Punet, especially, he can go for the res here now, because he got the first kill, and brings it back into 2v with the corner station as well. He can get healed, but Punet just runs to the corner station. In fact, saying, you know what, Arun, you don't deserve to get healed, and he doesn't need to be healed as he picks up that kill. And now in a 2v1 situation, it's all down to Lethal. Lethal, he team killed, I think in the previous the second previous round.
Second round.
Yeah, so maybe he can make it up to his team here by winning this one. But in a 2v1 situation, he picks up one, but does not manage to pick up the second, as A7 Noon fully flashed, swings out, and I think fully flashed, he just swings out and gets the kill, which, fair play,
I mean, that was a lovely flick from Lethal, but obviously Aaron, he does whip out the pistol while flashed and cleans it up, I would say smoothly, as he manages to get his team to the 6th round, trying to win it to make it 3-3 on the defensive start. And Ignite Esports, they're going to be doing the same lineup, consistent as it is, with Mike on the glass and Mike popping in as a sub, I believe. Pretty sure he's sub.
He's having a
90%
bit of
sure.
fun.
He's not
having
sub.
fun.
Wait. Can you get management? So is he a sub or? Oh, so he's playing on a different account. So it's Johnny.
By attackers.
I know who Johnny is. That makes it easier. So his first account is having Uplay problems because Ubisoft, not very. Well, so that's Johnny. That's exactly why he's playing Glass. That man is a crazy guy. It's precisely why he's playing Glass.
Maybe he's supposed to play like Iana, but they don't have Iana because it's not unlocked. So they banned Iana, so the other team can't play Iana, and then they play Glass, the 2 billion IQ player.
It's just an excuse to play Glass.
Glass, he's a bit fun sometimes.
I mean, if he gets his OG, OG kind of.
I don't think you were.
Is Soldier still playing City Skyline?
It does.
I
Look
think
like
he
it.
is.
5
Yo,
seconds.
He definitely is. Can we ask if he's still
can we
playing the
ask him?
game?
Can we ask
Can we
him
ask him?
how
Can we
City
ask
Skyline
him?
is?
Bomb.
Well, he.
No, it's
Oh.
not- He's
Oh.
just playing on his PC. Definitely playing on his PC.
Well, he's doing a bit of short, but
Can we spectate Soldier in the whole game? I think that's very interesting as well. Slows just find a headshot onto King, and that starts off the round very smoothly. But Mikey, otherwise known as Johnny now, which we do now know, will find that refrag. Plunet finding Cryptid alongside. Mike will be catching Plunet on the swing, and the Baker Boys there. Oh, maybe they hit 5 for the ball, but no, it will not count. I mean, it's just really weird. I mean, one time Ignite Esports want to be aggressive, but now it instantly switches around. Plunet is starting to be aggressive, and Lethal, he's just gonna take the vibe, and
he's just.
I
Chilling.
mean, Plunet, you're really matching up for an aggressive team like Esports. You might as well join them. It's the aggressive central on Chalet as it's looking like a 3-3 split heading onto defense inside of Ignite Esports.
I mean, you can.
Attackers have located
Ignite Esports, they have not been taking this game seriously so far, and it might come back to bite them in the ass later on because for all the, I wouldn't say trolling, but for all the fun they've had, they've ended this in a 3-3 split, which honestly it's very even, and Baker Boys, if they have it in them, they can easily win out this map and bring it into a 1-1 draw, which it doesn't really work out for either of those teams because both of these teams came in here for the win, and Baker Boys, the best they can do is a draw. And I'm just thinking about City Skylines now. Salt just made me want to play City Skylines. That's my input.
Can we ask him how much XP he's got? Like level is it? I'm gonna search up City Skyline.
Can we play City Skylines instead of Siege?
Can we play?
Can we have a talent league for City Skylines?
Yeah, I think we should. Oh, that's a sick game.
City
I'll
Skylines.
give you City Skylines is a 2015 city building game developed by Colossal Order and published by Paradox
attackers need to locate and defuse
Interactive.
bombs.
The game is a single-player, open-ended city building simulation. Players engage in urban planning by controlling zoning, road placement, taxation, public services, and public transportation of an area.
Huh. Interesting.
Huh. I think that's better than Siege. Siege would be like... Siege is a very old game with very bad banning system. Battlelight is extremely old, like my grandma.
Is it a free game? Can I download it?
Yes, it is too.
Alright.
It's a really sick game.
10 seconds left.
I've just seen on images. I've got a video of City Skyline noob versus pro versus modder.
That's. I think. Okay, you know what? I think we've waffled on enough. Let's just talk about the game, which what
Why
we're
does the
actually
noob look
supposed
better
to do.
than the pro?
We should.
Oh. We should focus on Rainbow Siege.
We should go back to Siege. We've had a waffle long enough, and as much fun as it is, once in a while, the round has started, and we should probably focus on the game, which is what the viewers are trying to actually watch. So, Baker Boys going to be attacking on a kitchen defense first of all, which I don't think they went. I think Baker Boys went once in the final round, and they've immediately brought a different operator than Ignite Esports, which is the Zero, which is a very, very strong op inside of Chalet. A lot of information. Yep, Nomad and Zeros, because there's only like 1 or 2 avenues, and because of how open this map kind of is, you get a lot of free information, and that's exactly what's kind of going to happen here as Zero of Plunet just jumps in tier 2 library. I'm not sure if he was drawn out or not, but if I know Plunet, I know one thing, and that's he doesn't drone. So he's just gonna put down his Zero cams here, gonna get a bit of information, as gonna maybe try to, you know, gonna put down 2 cams actually. You know, maybe one's a bait, one's the actual one. Maybe he gets more information that way. I mean, might as well. And it's gonna be a full library side take from Baker Boy says. The rest of Ignite Esports all seem to be on side, with the exception of King, who is playing below inside of kitchen. Yeah. Oh, I mean, 4 players being upstairs, 1 player is downstairs, but the side is downstairs, so they're fully expecting the push up. That's what I was trying to say.
Do they know that social said? Well, either way, Ignite Esports will be holding a 4-man top upstairs, and you have 2 holding piano nades coming out, but these were my gadgets holding them back. Lethal tanking a lot of bullets, and Mike will go down instead. Aaron, he finds the first kill of this round for Baker's boys. He does find... Wait, I'm sorry. Aaron finds another kill. I'm so confused. Cryptic, he does take out Venoms, and now 4v3. Will it be time to drop back? Cryptic, he's the first to drop back, and Lethal will follow up behind, being 3 and 4. Man pushing his window, and might be caught off guard, but Lethal Claymore being placed. Lethal has the sound call. Aaron, go for the swing, but Poppy on his cam first. He knows the man's there. Jump out. He doesn't find the kill. Aaron manages to slip away. A 2v4 as Lethal is on very low HP. And King gets punished through the floors. Cryptic, Lethal, the duo we've seen many times before. Out. Will they do it again? Slows, putting so much pressure on an empty site in vertical. And if he realizes it's empty, he will go for a drop. But will he forget diffuser? Top floor. I mean, he might forget diffuser. Or will he not? I think he forgets diffuser top floor. Cryptic, all you have to do is stay alive. They do not have diffuser. I mean, that's a game changer. They don't have Cryptic. Stay alive. They realize the diffuser's top floor. Will they get the kill? Pluna finds the kill.
Oh,
no chance. They win that one. That is an abomination. Can we please just tell in chat, Jeremy, can you just say that the diffuser was top floor?
I mean, you can see the moment of realization in Slows' face. He's like, guys, plant the bomb. And he looks up, why is the diffuser upstairs? Why is the diffuser upstairs?
I can feel that man right now. I know what he was saying. Oh my god, get diffuser. I mean, why was it up there anyway? Did Aaron just leave it? It must have been Aaron.
It must have been Aaron died with the diffuser and he left it upstairs. And
but he didn't die. He was the one pushing.
I'm not sure. You know what? I don't really know how it ended there.
Because I know most
Cryptic
teams
killed
drop
someone.
diffuser.
Okay, Cryptic killed Venoms. I think Venoms probably had it and he was upstairs. And then Slows didn't realize that the diffuser was dropped there. So because, you know, why would the diffuser be dropped upstairs? Because I think usually Aaron usually picks up diffuser.
Yeah, come close.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. See how Baker Boys didn't ban Capcan? I might just punish them.
It's Slows' enemy. He's visible stop.
Cryptic's gonna get 15 kills.
Oh god.
Cryptic's getting a 4K, I guarantee it. And he's gonna get a kill with a double Capcan on the dog. Like the OG days when Capcan used to one shot. Oh yeah, it's in the grass as well.
10 seconds left.
Hopefully Baker Boys don't drone it out.
No, he's been drawn down.
No.
No,
I mean, the Capcan himself has been drawn down, so they're gonna be checking.
Yeah, but I mean, I still wanted to get some damage done.
I mean, it'll probably trigger one late round when the attacker is really paying attention, just holding the angles, walking to a doorway, get hit for 40 damage. But I doubt, like, Caster's cursing it. I doubt anybody will die by Capcan trap this round, right? I am, you know, on my own, on my own violation. I am Caster cursing this because I want it to happen because I think it would be pretty funny. You know, there's no chance, Squishy, that a Capcan trap kill would happen this round. There's absolutely
Drone might
no
fall
chance.
into one. I bet you start drone, man.
No
I bet you start drone 100%. 100%, no chance.
Absolutely no chance that he's gonna take damage from this Capcan trap.
He is, trust me. I want to see.
No chance.
He doesn't drone it.
Oh, the Capcan has been drone, has he? Well, maybe the Capcan trap won't get triggered, but the Capcan himself.
Oh, he gets triggered. Hits it. I knew it. Will he get swinged? Soldrin is on 1 HP, but Cryptic gets the kill. Mez, he gets that trade back. Oh, now a 4v4 as our trade goes back and forth. Venoms goes down, and I mean, Venom's being the Maverick. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot better. I mean,
have a
Subject is
thinker?
asking for a gainer. They do have a thinker, but no Thunderbird on the side of Ignite Esports. And Baker Boys have actually one round up, which I didn't actually realise, but either way. Oh, Plunet falling. Oh, Plunet.
my god.
Their diffuser.
Oh,
There
he
seems to be a
did get
theme.
down.
Oh god, he's not gonna check.
There is a
There's
theme.
two
There's
on
just
this
some. There's
There's
one
a
more. There's gonna be a double cap can.
Big
Big
stone.
down. Oh, that is a. That is
Who picked?
plus 10.
Who was the person who triggered that cap can trap and got him killed? Someone walked into the door and
That was
got
Soljoy. It
Plunet
was
killed.
Soljoy. It was Soljoy.
Soljoy walked into the door and killed him.
I got you back, Ash Lamau. Who cares, guys? That's toxic and funny at the same time.
It is Soljoy. Soljoy. Also, just to be clear, Soljoy. I know him. He's a very satire person. Everything he says is satire. He's never serious. All 100% comedy all the time. So if anyone's like, wow, this
He
guy is
wants
such a
to
tough.
kill Cryptic.
If anyone actually thinks in chat that Soljoy is just a thrower, he's. I mean, maybe he is, but it's kind of his like persona comedy thing.
He's
So
playing City Skyline.
it is a banger game. You can't even deny.
I generally think we should start casting City Skyline, like someone building a tower.
That just sounded like Fortnite.
And then,
I wonder how Fortnite casters are. What do they
no, I
cast?
swear, like, oh my god, he's building a wall. Oh, like,
He's cranking
Can he
90s,
go-
guys. He's cranking on the 90s.
he's gonna go for the edit. He's gonna go for the right hand peak on the.
Oh
edit.
my
He's gonna
god,
be
he's
entering a
going
window.
to double pump. I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite for like 3 years. I don't know what's meta or what even happened.
Oh my god, guys, he's done a triple edit on a 90. Like, I don't know, how do they curse? Like, the storm's moving.
The storm is moving.
Like, at the start of it, you know how there are so many kills at the start of the round? You're like,
Why is
oh my
that so
god, guys,
funny? The storm
20
is moving.
people hit.
5 seconds.
Oh my god, guys, 20 people just died.
I don't know.
Attackers are moving.
Why are we talking about Fortnite? This is clearly a siege game.
Oh my god,
This
guys,
skill-
he's placed a ramp and he's going to edit the floor.
He's mining some trees, guys. He's getting that wood materials. He's getting
Yo,
the mats.
yo,
He's getting the mats.
that pickaxe, man, that pickaxe is so
That's
cool.
a cool skin. I wish I had that skin. Is that Skull Trooper? I love that skin.
That's top quality. That is absolutely amazing.
We should become Fortnite casters instead of Siege. That's a joke. Speaking of
Oh my
jokes,
God.
Mike kills slopes, which
Speaking of
unfortunately-
jokes, you're the joke.
I'm the joke? Why am I the joke?
I'm sorry.
You
It's
have the
15
kills, man.
million.
What the fuck?
Slays, he's gonna go back on City Skyline. I already know him, man.
Oh, he got shot from a skyline.
I generally think we should have a Fortnite competition, like tripping.
I do not.
And like all like safe versus tripping. A 1v1.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be
What's the
cool.
safe in a 1v1? I support that.
Mike's so dead. Yep. Aaron, I really saw that coming from a mile
Okay,
away.
you know what? Okay, Squishy, we've gone way off the track.
No, I'm casting. I'm casting.
We're casting now. Go back into the
Yeah.
game. 2 minutes left on the clock as it is an even 4v4 as Baker Boys. They're going to be attacking Bar Gaming here, but they haven't even cleared out the roamers upstairs. They need to be careful here as we can see here clearly that we know at least one person that is Mez is playing upstairs, but they could easily be more. But speaking of players, Solchon is just going to be crouching here and he could easily make his way into sight. But I'm not sure. There might be a Melusi gadget down, so he needs to be a bit careful. And you can see the Jones coming out as Venom's on that Twitch upstairs, but you can see Plunet as well behind Soljoy. He's going to get aggressive here, trying to peek out, and I don't think there's anyone on those stairs actually, but the proximity alarm gives away his position. And now the defenders definitely know that there's at least one player playing down here, and they're going to be rotating. Maybe we're going to go down into basement and into blue, but you know, regardless of
I
that,
think that's the shout.
that is a shout, but you gotta remember the time is ticking, Squishy. With only a minute left on the clock, Baker Boys still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, they do have a lot of work to enter the site. Soldier is going to be playing passively one in that doorway, but no one's going to be pushing it. Plunet, he goes down, and now Aaron's going to be the one to point Plunet's down position on the window, and 2 members on the window, but one pops into piano, and Mez, with a lovely pixel, goes to the crouch peak with the landing bullets, and 3 members of Ignite Esports still above with 40 seconds remaining. The amount of time they've wasted and utility they've burnt is, I mean, it's round changing. It's round changing.
It is round changing.
Still being down. Can he not finger himself? He can finger himself back up. Or
He might
has
be
used-
running. Oh, he got
Oh,
frost
he's
trap.
frost trapped.
Oh,
That's why. But he will be revived as Soldier does get rid of his position. He will be known. But lethal, he gets down. Mez, Cryptic King, all left alive. I mean, Aaron's just started to breach something. Mez, he will find one more on the window. But Aaron, he will be pushing this member, but he will have to go straight into sight with the fuser. King will find him with the headshot. Sockjoy rushing into sight. King finds the double with the pre-fire from Sockjoy, lands on nothing, and another round by Ignite Esports on a win, heading to their tertiary site as they clean up Barring Gaming.
I don't think you noticed mid-round, but Venom's, he got finger boosted in a gunfight and he survived on like 1 HP.
Did he?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone clipped that,
Wait,
but
in like
then-
Fortnite, do they like
Man, we're
oh my
not-
god, he's 1
see,
HP, guys.
we're not
He's gonna pop
talking
a
about
med
Fortnite.
kit. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a med kit in the chest. Like, he's gotta go get that.
We're
med
not talking about Fortnite anymore. Just cease this
kit. Guys,
behavior.
I'm just saying, everyone in chat, announcement, Save versus Trippin. 1v1, Tilted Towers.
Does that even exist anymore? I don't think that exists.
Yes. Yeah, Trippin says yeah. Trippin says yeah, why not?
Squishy, for every time you say the word Fortnite, you're gonna get deducted pay. Exactly. So we're gonna go back into
Fortnite
this
Battle
next.
Royale.
Alright, that's
I'm joking. It's all-
minus,
no.
minus 10%. Minus 10%.
No. I only get like 10p anyway. Hold on. I
Minus
need a
1 pence.
raise. I need a raise, but.
Alright,
I'm
well,
joking. All
trolling-
jokes,
trolling
all
aside.
jokes. We're just trolling. We do
Well-
love Trippin. He's a great guy. But either way, heading on to this round, and they're 1 round away from match point, being on a 5-4 split. And the Baker Boys, considering the fact that Ignite Esports threw 3 of their rounds, they're not too bad. They are.
10
Their
seconds.
mentality is a lot better than the start of the round. Plunet finding himself, and as well as the
5 seconds
slows,
to insertion.
he's doing a lot better than last game. And City Skyline is helping the mentality.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, you playing City Skyline? You
No,
playing City-
I was just checking something. But do not worry about it because we're gonna be going into this round. And Mez, we're gonna see him flicking around with this pistol. Just just a bit of fun, which is the flicky things. But regardless of that, we're gonna be going on to Baker Boys
Champion
and how they're
things.
gonna champion things. We're gonna have to watch Baker Boys, and I'm interested to see how they'll adapt here.
there's
The
a
last
cap
time they
can.
went. The last time they went to kitchen, I'm pretty sure they won by the skin of their teeth, even after they forgot the diffuser upstairs. And that, I mean, the only round they won is the one round where they made the biggest mistake. Regardless of that, you can see Kip on that cap cannon. The last time cap cannon was played, he basically got 3 kills, which is insane by itself. But it's gonna be, hopefully Baker Boys are adapting to that and at least start checking those doors, because let's be honest, the cap can, he's gonna do cap can things, okay? So we gotta be careful of that. But ooh, we can see some gunfire actually coming out, as it seems that Baker Boys are going to be going for the top floor clear down. Library control has been taken from them, as they're going to start opening up some doors. The opening up breach, sorry, as the 2 cap traps do get shot down by Prunet as he starts maybe pushing into the end here.
Attackers have dropped the bomb to
Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's fine.
Sojourn, he finds kill on Solid for number 5v4. Ignite Esports winning the round very, even with 1 man down, very winnable, as they've wasted, a solid amount of time. And Sojourn not forgetting diffuser this time, unlike last time. Venom's finding the kill onto Mike. And there goes that top floor control. And number 3v5, all in favour for Baker Boys, as they are just gonna slowly start to do some vertical pressure into Mayor Scripting King. All Lush, remember playing live, and this is the trio we saw on the Oregon map. The one which clutched this 3v5 one time. Will they do it again? We're not too sure. I mean, it's very winnable with the utility, which is slowly burning away from Baker Boy's hand, is going to be depleting. Nades coming out from Prina. That might be able to find the kill the man behind the shield, and that will do exactly. No, it won't do exactly that. Mez does find the kill onto Venoms, and King stays alive by the victory. Maybe another nade being popped out. But if it didn't work out once, there's no reason to do it again. But Plunet, a nade in his hand, he will be doing it in a different direction. Cryptic proning above the solar stairs. He won't be caught out, but the Kona station just supporting the opposite team. And will it affect the round? Not too sure. 20 seconds remaining. And it is almost over. And Baker Boys, I think they've just realised this, but they're still droning smoothly. As soon as they hear that man speak, 15 seconds remaining. Mez already on the flank. Cryptic watching the drop hatch. That's going to be slows, being slowed down. Knowing by his name, King goes for the swing. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3! And there's the round gone, a triple kill. And King ending at that round with what a lovely clutch. It seems to be a match point for Ignite Esports.
I'm so confused, man. they drone out. They see the frost behind the shield, and then they just. You know what? I'm just not gonna question it. Baker Boy is just doing Baker Boy things, aka throwing rounds. All right. Let's let's just leave it at that. This at this point, I think Baker Boys have just kind of lost mental, or at least the time management was just really bad from them. There, that was a round that they should have won. Realistically, they didn't really drone well. They were worried about the flank. They didn't get into sight. They were trying to plant with 4 seconds left. The person on the frost, they was. You know what, Squishy? Maybe we should be talking about Fortnite.
I think we
Maybe we
should.
should be. Maybe we should be talking about Fortnite, Squishy. Honestly.
Can we cracking 90s?
Okay.
What do Fortnite casters even say?
I don't know.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Say.
Are you actually
How-
Google? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Squishy.
How to be goat Fortnite caster? All right.
Incredible first pick.
What a kill by Crit.
Quickly getting that nice first frag for the team of Baker Boys. Putting themselves in a man advantage, but you gotta remember that Ignite Esports, even when they have the man deficit, a 5v3, they always manage to clutch up. Baker Boys, like we said, Baker Boys aren't really that diverse and aren't really that good in those final third of the round, trying to get that plant down and get into that post-plant situation. They always seem to falter, and honestly, I would not be.
On purpose? No, I think he was making
Attackers'
feet hole.
objective is to locate a
And
bomb
he
and
thought.
defuse it.
I mean, does it even matter?
Yeah, it does. 6 or 2 matches, 2 rounds. Baker Boys win.
Honestly, I think Lethal's hopping on Fortnite as well. To be honest with you.
Uh, let's not talk about Fortnite, especially. I think Fortnite is gone and done, just like the game's relevancy. So let's talk about Siege, like we are doing right now. As in a 4v5, Baker Boys have been gifted the first free pick, like we talked about, and they're really going to have to be able to take advantage of that. You know, they haven't been able to take advantage of their man power in the previous rounds, and you know, it's if they want to start winning this game, they're gonna have to do that exactly. As Unit takes a bit of first damage, as Mike wins that. And speaking of man advantage, you don't have that anymore, as Mike gets that kill, but King is on a low amount of HP, no corner station on the side of defense, so they can't get killed back up. He's just gonna be pretty aggressive on library here, seeing if he can get a second pick.
Well, I'm talking about second pick. It's going to be very close to one, as King will be stuck in library, and I believe it's going to be naded and forced out by the native slows. He'll be finished off with what you love to see, the ACOG. Salt Giant, he'll be finding another one with the plus G. When he gives the headshot, he will swing and right. I mean, Johnny, what a shot by him. Salt Giant, he kind of annoys me, as I believe Johnny was going to get an absolute fragger of a round. But either way, Sotron just get that wallbang to finish it off. Mez, last man alive, a 1v3 clutch to bring it to match point, to bring the win. And winnable. There's no intel being used, and the pre-fight come up. Venom, C-Tanks and bullets, the clutch pick. Being a surprise to Mez. The push in Mez, what a flick onto the head. He will go for the pre-fire, but the prone comes out, and the two...
Oh, well, like we said before, the initial pick comes up from Mez, and he gets that first pick, and now he's rotated into Piano. It doesn't seem that Baker Boys are aware of that he's rotated in. So he's actually going to be able to maybe get the second frag, but no, a bit of whiff shots, a low damage output from the MP5. He's not going to be able to do anything as he goes up with a swing as Ace runs out, and now it's a game of ring around the rosies. What's even happening? Aaron on such low HP. A single impact grenade could kill him like that, but it just doesn't work out. And Baker Boys, I don't know what they're doing at this point. They're trying to isolate him, they know where he is, they go for the front, the impact grenade goes out, and Salt Joint gets the kill. And honestly, it was looking to be another round that Baker Boys threw Mez. You know, they're giving Mez, or they're giving the other team players free 1v1 opportunities, and that is honestly what's costing them rounds. They're giving them free ones, and you know, if you're giving another team ones, and the other team starts winning those ones, you know, it's no surprise that they start clutching so much. You know, you can see there, Mets, for example, he gets that kill onto Venoms, almost gets that kill onto Arun, just a low damage wall bang shots from the MP5, just not doing enough damage to Arun to down him or to kill him. So you know, in that situation, if Arun died, Diffuser's job is a 1v1. You know, maybe we're looking into Ignite Esports winning that round. So
Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
Baker Boys have a lot to work on still. You know, and I mean, they still aren't playing with their full normal lineup. All right, it's over halfway in a season, I want to say, at this point, and they still haven't played with their full lineup at least once. So you know, whatever's going on with the team, well,
Defenders,
they better
protect
fix
your
it
bombs
because
from
it's
being
not really
defused by
working out for
attackers.
them. But regardless of that, they are going to be hopefully trying to take a point at least from this game. The match point type situation. They need to win this round right here, and Ignite Esports, if they want to make themselves the 3 points a bit easier for themselves, they can win the round. And if they win this round, they put themselves 7-5. Bob's your uncle, the match is done. But if they go into overtime by losing this round, that puts a
Attackers
bit
have
more of a
discovered the
question mark
location of a
onto
bomb.
this game. And hopefully they don't. They're thinking the same thing. They don't really want to go overtime. So
Mhm.
maybe they're gonna stop the trolling, let's just say. And you can see with the operator
10
picks, they
seconds
bring
to
the Valkyrie this time. The information game is coming out. The Kaid, the Castle, and this is the first time they've gone
5
basement.
seconds
if I'm not
remaining.
wrong. So,
Yeah, I mean, basement is. Oh, also, sorry for lagging out. I mean, my main, because I'm moving soon. Obviously, thank God I'm moving. Like the Wi-Fi is terrible. Like my printer, my PC just. Oh no. Oh yeah. I mean, and they spawn peak by Johnny, but it doesn't work out as slow as I believe he knows he's down the mic, but he won't be picked up as cryptic. Just barricade him off. But I'm just
still
being.
there.
My Wi-Fi, my printer, some reason I can connect my settings. My Wi-Fi can connect to my printer,
Yep.
and it
That's how it
randomly
goes.
does that, and then turns off.
You
Either
should
way,
just disconnect from your printer.
I can't.
Just
I,
disconnect.
it doesn't let me.
Yes,
It's
red.
so annoying.
I don't know
Either way,
how-
he does get reds.
Yes.
He has one pocket Valkyrie, which he might throw out later. But I mean, Slows, you really lost out on that
Unfortunate.
opinion to get that first front.
Like
yeah,
you said,
very
no
unfortunate.
points. You don't know when people get down.
I mean,
I mean,
I
you don't
know,
even see
like,
people.
obviously pro players, like, because they're just on it all the time, they actually check their points after they've done
Yep.
someone. They
It's about understanding. So you should have drawn as 5 points, but yeah, you should have window. You keep trying. You got 50 points. You down them, right? I don't know if the new system gives you points for downing people, because I knew in the against Venoms get this nice kill. We can put that thought on hold for just a second, as we're gonna be watching Baker Boys hopefully make themselves into a different assault shot and gets kill on the king, and now it's a 5v2. Make that a 4v2 as Mike, the person who was down earlier in the round, is gonna get a kill there as Mez gets another kill, and now in a 3v3 situation, question marks start to appear on Baker Boys. Are they gonna choke yet again like they do so many rounds? It's a sad to say as Mez picks up Mike, and that seems to be less likely now as Mez going to be going for a 1v3 clutch as Cryptic says goodnight, as that was a nice kill. And no one's watching the score. Cryptic could just run out. Not Cryptic, Mez could just run out and get a kill, but Arun gets that refrag. And, Ignite Esports, the trolling is too immense. As,
I
would
don't
say.
think that TK was a troll.
It was
I think
intentional
he just
TK, but,
got-
if anyone asks, he's probably going to say it's a troll.
Yeah,
Right.
alright.
You don't want to look bad.
I mean, as you said before, at the early stages of the trolling, near the start, where it worked, but then started working, I mean, it might come back, exactly what you said, it might come back and, what did you say?
Bite them in the butt.
Bite them in the ass, is what he said.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, it could do exactly that, and it's looking like it. I mean, I don't know why they're in basement. In my opinion, basement is the worst site. Maybe ranked is different, but in competitive play or high level ranked I believe is the worst site, and going there was not the greatest idea, and it could have been a win. Could have been the win for them, but we will be heading. They will stay on defense, and we'll be heading to Bar Gaming, which when they
Attackers
attacked,
need to locate and defuse
it's
bombs.
very peculiar. But they will be defending it this time, and Mirror being banned actually, which I just remind myself of. They won't be able to run that in the same
It's
lineup
fine. It's
as
just
they did.
12 rounds late.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, as observer's controller disconnected, so that's why he's not moving. So we're gonna have to just bear and watch Cryptic on those stairs. It happens. It's fine.
This is what Fortnite casters do. They like cast people moving.
No Fortnite.
Oh,
Bad.
by the way,
Bad.
I actually went on a YouTube video, and I saw it was like how to be Fortnite.
What do you mean you
caster, and
accidentally went on a YouTube video? Like,
Okay,
guys,
okay.
I just opened YouTube and I saw this video and I just clicked on it. It was a complete accident.
Defuse a bomb.
What do you mean accidentally?
It was like this guy goes, like, oh my god, he's gonna stay alive. Like, he's got a rocket launcher.
You know what? Let's just not talk about Fortnite anymore. It's overtime, 6-6. Let's talk about overtime. I almost said something else. That probably is not too nice, right? So, if you know the song, back in the day. But I'm kind of a boomer. But we go back into overtime, like I was saying earlier. Ignite Esports on this, defensive side. They're gonna go into Bar Gaming, and they've had a lot of success attacking the site. I don't really recall much about them defending it, as the attackers of Baker Boys have already made themselves pretty abundant in this map so far, as they've gotten control of trophy side and going up those stairs there, and you can see your slows is already gonna peek in, see if he can get any free picks, but no one seems to be there to contest him so far.
No one will be there, but Slows will eventually have to run into Ignite Esports is very uneasily penetratable defensive hold on top floor with the top fireplace shield plus the my god, I mean, this is where you want the ADSs, precisely where. And I don't think Baker Boys have brought enough nades. I think they should have at least 6 nades, especially without a Jaeger. But I mean, either way, that's their choice. Mez looking for this prono to see that member prone. I believe that's Plunet. What's in the prono? Yes, it is. But we caught off guard. 8 charges to burn. My goodness, and that worked away. Kills coming out from Marsway. A double kill coming out from Cryptic, Plunet, and Slows. They fall. Johnny alongside them with the C4 going down. That C4 cannot be used anymore. A 3v4, all in favour of Ignite Esports in terms of line count. Soldier will rotate to support his fellow teammates. Aaron and Venoms trying to keep this push alive because they don't want to let it forwards. They've already wasted quite a lot of utility, but Venoms, he will have to rotate around using a breaching charge. Yeah, he will use a breach charge on Garage Wall. Soldier will be the one entering. He'll be playing very aggressive without any worries to be concerned about. King still playing on site, so he is watching out for Venoms as he might go up either blue stairs or garage stairs, and it's a possibility and it's a choice, but 30 seconds remaining. It's going to be time for Baker Boys to make a push. King, as I said, he's the man holding site. He catches Venoms exactly off guard, which I predicted. I'm so clever. Screen coming out from Lethal, downing Soldier, but Aaron be there to support, and there you have it. Lethal and Cryptic finishing that round, and overtime match point. For
if there's something I want to call out is like we talked about earlier, how Wamai gets more discs the longer the round goes, which means that the value of nades is completely tied to how fast you manage to get into a position to use them. And we can just see that because Baker Boy just got stuck there, not really pushing in, just waiting on that position, not really. I won't say not really doing much, just holding angles. The value he got more of a my disc, which means that those nades got less and less valuable. You saw the 3 Selma charges had to go out to waste the shields utility, and all 3 went out, and all 3 got caught by my discs. And then towards the end of the round, he also saw Wamai on the stairs, and you could see 2, maybe even 3, the last one he tossed out towards the end. Just a lot of utility there. So the longer that Baker Boys took, the more, anti-nade utility Wamai could put down, or his discs. And that's kind of just what happened, Baker Boys took it way too slow, nades got less value, and then because of that, just didn't have the time to push it on the guy on the stairs. And that's what happens when you ban a Jaeger over a Wamai. You just have to be more quicker, more efficient. Because being more inefficient will cost you more utility to get up shields and just more defender utility.
That's exactly that, but I mean, Jaeger being banned, has it affected this game? Yes and no. I can see it being used by the defenders, but I mean, it will definitely help Baker Boys without a doubt. I mean, with the amount of
it helps Ignite Esports. I feel like they've practiced playing without a Jaeger before. They seem to have this sense of urgency, especially on the side of the attack, where they even when they weren't rushing, they were trying to get into positions really quickly to use those.
They think like it's like 20 seconds left, and they need to get into sight. That's how they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, Baker Boys just too like if they had a Jaeger instead of a Mai there, right? That's different. You burn 1, you burn 2, and you can just put the 3rd one down because there's gonna be 2 Jaeger discs max in a position, you can just burn it. But with the Mai discs, they could be all 6 in one position because it took too long. So it's just about making sure that you don't. It's just making sure that you time manage well, and that's one thing that I think Baker Boys haven't really managed to do very well as a time management. But to them, time doesn't really seem to be an issue if he can get those kills, and that's exactly what he does. And he picks up Mez first off as he jumps out and picks up Cryptic as well and brings it into a 5v3.
I love how when Ignite Esports they never go on cams. It's as if they have no cams to watch, which is it's quite worrying. Some would say.
I mean, it's a minute into the round. It's probably what some of the stuff is.
I know it's true, but you would always want at least a couple cams which are somewhat semi-important to the attack. But either way, we are spectating them. Oh, Mez does get on the cam, but Cryptic. Oh no, they get extra on the cam. Either way, let's leave that alone as a 3v5 with not the amazing trio which we've seen from Ignite Esports, not the duo, but a trio which can still be reckoned with. 1 minute 30 remaining. Jackal will be scanning those toes and finding out Slows' position as Slows might be AFK. You don't want him to get kicked. No, he is still here. He does have a C4 in hand, and so does Aaron. 1 minute 20 remaining. Aaron finding the man on the stairs will be tagged. Very to 3/4 HP. Going for the swing Slows. Just keep on I can't get my words out of my mouth. Plunet finds the kill onto Lethal. A 2v5. It's all in favour of Baker Boys as they make it to overtime match point. A flick coming up from King and a 2v4 as King finds Slows and 55 seconds remaining. It's going to be looking like they're going to have to force some frags and it's looking like they're going to make a play.
Attackers recovered
It's
the
looking
bomb.
like it's going to be overtime match point.
Are you good? You good? You take a drink of water, man.
I need to just have a second because it's all going
It's
down
fine, you
at one
take a
time.
second, Baz. I will take this ending.
You go, man. I
Yeah,
need
so
a
King
second.
is left in a 1v4 situation with 35 seconds there on the clock. Not a lot of time. He does have diffuser in hand, and he knows that one person was playing upstairs. He goes for the Jackal track scans of the woman, and knows the woman is back on site. Well, if he's in this position now, he kind of just can't do anything. You know, you can't open the hatch. He's gonna have to push down one of these stairs, and maybe he can get a vertical kill, and that's exactly what he does. If he sees one person, he goes for the shot. Aaron living on a sliver of HP. The suppressor on Jackal costing him a kill there, honestly. I don't know if that's true enough, but yeah, he's just gonna be chilling here, and Punet on those nice wall peaks is going to get that kill towards the end, and yeah, it's just sad. I got that one. King.
Ben, I don't know about your trying. There's a clip of you whiffing your whole magazine of someone in front of you. So also silver 5 tripping. Is that going on? How's
Well,
that
he's
silver
not that
going?
bad, but he is gold. So
Yeah. Well, my brother's gone. Thank you for taking over. That was just words going the wrong way.
words going somewhere. But
Yeah,
you know, on this
somewhere.
match point, overtime match point, Baker Boys on attack. I'm not really feeling too confident for them. You know what I've seen so far from them, they haven't really been aggressive enough. They haven't been being efficient enough. I think that is the word that I would describe this game and this match in general
Division, though.
is Baker Boys lack of efficiency. You know, and
Consistency as well.
consistency. I think consistency is in a question, but
Attackers
it is
need
not
to
efficient
locate
enough. They don't
and
have
defuse
any.
bombs.
It feels sluggish, and I think that's to be expected when you're considering the fact that they're not even playing with a full roster. The roster is probably scrim with, so maybe that's why there's a sense of latency and delay. But you know, I can waffle for all I want and try to make excuses for the team that I support. Yeah. But all that doesn't matter. 7-7 match point. If Ignite Esports win this, they get 3
Oh,
points. If Baker Boys win this, they get 1. And Capcan Cryptic main main agent, main operator.
Agent operator.
Oh god, Valorant bingo is sticking.
Main
Oh.
agent.
10 seconds
Speaking
remaining.
of Valorant, new agent Neon came out. Pretty good.
Yeah.
5 seconds left before
Shadow, that's
Yeah.
good one.
She can slide now. Is it slide?
attackers
She can
objective is
slide,
to
she can
locate a
throw balls
bomb
and stuff,
and
but
defuse it.
that is a conversation for a different time, you know, just getting a bit
We're going to be
distracted.
talking about Cryptic. Oh no, Talk Train. You want a TK Venoms? Like, what's going through your mind there? Cryptic. Soul Joint. Cryptic.
Are you
Capcan
good?
Ash.
You're-
I'm just saying, because last time the Ash completely ran into Cryptic. Cryptic Capcan Trap and killed his teammate, Plunet. Got hit twice. I mean, you don't want that happening again. You really don't, especially on overtime match point. You want to be joining those out, and please don't die to the ones on the windows because it's just too easy to see. I mean, you did say, you know, Baker Boys, they, higher chance of losing this, but last time they went Master and Office, they were semi-trolling, but, I mean, they did have a TK at the start of the round, but they did manage to win it out with a solid 1v3, leading it up to Mez at the end, and he didn't clutch that out. He might be able to get an early, oh, that timing, Mez! That timing, I mean, whoever got that drone in was very lucky. He finds a double, and Mez adds on to that, but Venoms only manages to get Johnny, but Mez, he finds that refrag and a 4v2, and maybe it could be Baker's Boys end on their streak. Their mentality is not being costing them much. But Aaron costing them much. Well, Aaron and Soldier, the two members left alive. We haven't seen much of them playing as a duo together, but maybe something now as Cryptic is lurking beneath with a C4 in hand. So does King, having a C4 and being on kitchen away, proning, holding the man in bar. That being Soldier. Will he be caught off guard going up top 5 place stairs, or will he go blue? Red Pink's coming up, and he will be going up top 5 place stairs. Cryptic does not seem to find the kill. He'll be playing very passive, and he'll be unknown for the time being. Maybe a flank cam possibly to support Aaron and Soldier in this last attacking push of the game, but I have to wait and see. Soldier going for the peek. No other choice but to peek. A shield being there, and that's just a big unfortunate event, which is going to be completely shutting down this whole attack. And those boot jammers on the wall. I mean, Soldier can go below, but I mean, we still have Cryptic below as well. Lethal finds Soldier, but Aaron on the windows. He's going to have to go for the jump in, and Mez, he finishes it off, and GG's slows the first man to leave, and he'll be heading straight onto City Skyline. And there goes that game, 2-0 to Ignite Esports and Chalet and Ignite Esports. Chalet and Ignite Esports have met, and Ignite Esports have conquered, as well as that being Oregon.
Yep. I mean, honestly, I was just listening to you, Cassie. That was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, not much else to be said here. You know, it was pretty Cassie, yeah. But towards the end of the game, Ignite Esports managed to put it out. Baker Boys, they still look like they have a lot of work to do to be able to compete at to be able to compete well. You know, there's a lot of mistakes being made. I think even if as a viewer, if you don't know much about Siege, you can point them out. But regardless of that, you know, it's unfortunate for them, and they're gonna stay on 4 points. And like we talked earlier, Ignite Esports gonna take that +3 and gonna go up to 9, joint 5th on the leaderboard. And as for interviews, Trippin, I'm not as for interviews, I'm just gonna ask production if you have an interview, right? If you don't,
No.
all right. So I don't
Fair enough.
you here, which is fair enough. So yeah, we're just gonna be wrapping up here. Thanks again to our sponsor, Howling Media, for being a sponsor here. And once again, let me remind you of the Titan series.
Yeah,
You
there you go.
join open qualifiers. It starts January 16th. If you have any more questions, feel free to DM any staff member on the server or in general, and they're sure to help you out. But anyways,
Spam safe.
true, spam faith. Anyways,
Not
it's
on tickets
me,
though.
Jaeger. I've been joined by the amazing and lovely Squishy. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed Talent League tonight. That transition did not feel very smooth, but anyways, I hope it. I was gonna say something, but it just didn't come out right.
You know
but
what?
anyways,
I'll end it for you, Jaeger.
no,
Thank
I
you
have to
very
say the
much
line.
for being here.
I have to say the line. You can't do
you have
it.
to say the line. Okay.
I have to say the line. But anyways, I hope you all had a fun time watching this games, as we had a fun time casting it. I've been Jaeger. This has been Squishy, and good night. Stay hydrated.
Good night, everyone. Stay hydrated. Yes.